What's going on, guys? We are back. It's been a while. I may or may not have had a hard drive error that lost a little bit of the top 8, and again, I apologize from the bottom of my heart. Please still be my friend, guys. But we're here for the final 4 of Hail the Gorilla King. We're joined today by one of my patrons and my editor, so real quick, Tim, Kane, you're amazing. Thank you guys so much for your support. Also, Kane he's from a channel called the Interplanar Crossroads, and you guys have like a week, if you've been kept up with Rise of the Rune Lords, to watch him play probably my favorite character ever before Black Maga kills it, and probably my orc as well.
Yeah, we're gonna die.
We're gonna die horrible deaths. But Interplanar Crossroads, be sure to be subscribed, or we can't be friends. But now we're gonna get right down to business here. As we know, after my wonderful description of content that was accidentally lost in a hard drive error, we're down to Cashew, Queblin, Vivanya, and Godric for our final 4. They have all leveled to 12. Here's hoping you guys remembered to level to 12. Kane Smale.
I hope I did.
That's the spirit. And what happens is we're gonna pick up from right after Desney gets killed. Vivanya and Cashew are teleported into the arena, and as soon as you guys do so, if you can make a fort save, after the fort save, we'll go on the initiative we have, because there's definitely a lot of effects going on right now.
So 16 plus 4.
So it's a 20. Is that right, Donald?
Yes.
Alrighty.
31.
Alright. So
one pass.
One pass. Yeah. You guys can see, like, without making a perception check, that Queblin's little self is just loaded to bear with a lot of funny-looking green glowing rocks. The crowd is just, again, the theme is beating spears on shields, and that's truly what's happening here. They seem to almost get like a sick joke out of what's going on. It's per bad, and Vivanya and Godric both kind of feel a little off. Queblin, it is your initiative.
So, do I know specifically what's happening?
I believe you had correctly identified Blightburn. So yeah, you know that, like, everyone, yourself included. Make me a fort save, by the way. Godric doesn't have to. Godric, like, just failed his, but let me get a fort save from Queblin, too. You know those things are pretty radioactive.
Okay, that seems fine.
Good. Oh my god. Yeah, you almost never fail.
Yeah, he's got
But
this.
should you fail...
Should he fail, he's
I'm
got the
like
highest con
Audi.
in the group.
Yeah, but I have the lowest charisma, and
Fair.
it's us both.
Oh god, yeah.
See,
I have a
You fail that
50-50
save, you're
shot of
dead.
instantly dying the second I fail.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm curious. So, what is your charisma now?
3.
4! I upped it. I upped it
Oh,
at 4.
fair. Seems
He
good.
had a 50-50 shot of dying before on the first time he failed. Now it's it's slightly better than 50-50.
I had a 2/3 chance of it.
Oh, you're right. You had a 2/3 chance of dying. Now you've got a 50-50.
I have a great way to screw over everyone else's day. Okay. Can I full round action just, like, throw crystals around at everyone?
You
just to,
certainly
like,
can.
caltrops of radiation?
Yeah, you definitely can. There's, like, we have plans for the final 4, and you guys can all see that the officials among the Charikar are beginning to circle on that barrier above you. It's kind of like, it's like prison guards with seeing the prisoners have found radioactive isotopes, and they want to see what's going to happen.
All right, I'm gonna take out my wand of healing and
But
and
we
start
are
healing
we are
myself.
actively on combat initiative, though, because all 4 of you are against each other, and it's on Queblin now.
Yeah. So, crystals everywhere.
Okay, so I'm going to call it a standard action to, like, make an attack
Sure.
roll versus a square. If Cashew can't be caught flat-footed, it does provoke from him.
I cannot.
Oh, there you go.
Just provokes from Cashew.
If you want to hit him, yeah.
Also, should I still be huge?
Yeah, nothing dispelled it.
Okay. 20. Does a 20 hit you?
No.
I rolled a 2.
Boo.
Boo.
Oh, that. I'm sorry. All right. So,
We'll call it like throwing a alchemist flask. Range increment of 10 feet. You're throwing like an individual one, because they're about the size of like alchemist fire.
okay. Well, then I will, I guess, just reasonably aim for There.
Okay, sure. So that's a AC of 5.
Okay.
So short of you natural oneing, you'll hit the square. And you did a natural 1.
And then 5-foot shuffle underground.
Understood. Alrighty, Vivanya. What you got for us?
Okay, so who appeared to be the most wounded among the two?
I would say definitely Godric, because it was real close at the end there, whether it was going to be Godric or
Godric is the token to
the Kefok, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to move. Let's see. I'm going to move back 20 feet, 15 feet northeast, and I'm going to cast Disintegrate on the sorcerer.
Oh God. Okay, fair enough. Before you do that, will you make another fort
cool.
save? Make another fort save before you do that, because you're still within the radius of a
23.
A 23 is a little better. You're still in the radius of that blight burn, and it should trigger.
Still a fail.
Did it fail? You didn't fail.
25 was the save.
Was that 25?
I thought it was 22.
It is 22.
Oh, was it 22?
As of Heroes of the Darklands, it might be different on the SRD.
Does a 13 hit your touch AC?
God, no. Like, hell no.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I hope not, because that doesn't hit Cashew's touch AC.
So I end my turn trying to send a handout to you, but going off course, hitting a wall.
And I lied. You, Vivanya did fail that save because you've already failed once, and it's a poison effect, so that DC is up by 2 for you. So that's relevant.
Oh.
I forgot about that. Godric, make a Fortitude save.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Yes!
That just barely squeaks in. All right, cool. You did it.
All right, that's what I wanted to see right there. All right, one more save, and I'm done for good.
Okay.
All right, so it's my turn now, right?
That's correct.
I'm going to cast Burrow and then go underground.
Sure.
No.
That is my full action.
Alrighty.
Oh, how adorable! The deep gnome and the cat is under the ground.
I'm debating. He should be exposed to a second Fortitude save, right? Because now he's being
Because
exposed
there
to a
are more
different
crystals
source.
underground.
Oh,
Your
actually,
bubble has no power here.
before we go any farther, I should have been doing this a lot farther. So I'm gonna roll this double because I'm realizing I screwed this up. Queblin takes 10 points of fire damage because he's in contact with Blightburn. Touching it is bad for your health.
Okay, it's back to the first fail.
Okay, understood. And then we go to Cashew, who makes a Fortitude save.
Saves everywhere.
Saves every. Oh,
I crit!
you critically fail. All right, fair enough. That is a thing. You guys can see the Charkar just kind of looking down at the Blightburn, waiting to see what you're going to do about it.
There's only one person left above ground.
Yeah?
So I guess me and Lucy are gonna... No, not. That's the wrong one.
Close enough. This
Lucy,
one's just
I'm
purple.
home. So Cashew gonna smash you.
Okay.
Fuck. Does a 28 hit you?
The 30 hits me.
Okay, yeah, for 34 points of damage.
Ouch.
I don't have anything quippy. I'm just here to smash people. Yeah, you should probably delete one of those cashews from the initiative also.
And so I have. You don't get to go twice. You are an agent of fate, but not an agent of cheating the initiative.
I'm an agent of cheating!
That seems like a really good boon to give Cashew in a long-term game, though, because it feels like Agent of Fate. Anyway, at the top of the round, I'm gonna assign this double before I move you guys, because Queblin should have taken a lot more. I just forgot about it. Queblin takes 14 more fire damage, and then everybody blacks out.
Okay.
The sounds of the arena fade, and this is where it's gonna get a little wonky. Like I think I told everybody this. This is something I've done on several occasions in tabletop role-playing games, but I've never done it on Roll20. So, everyone should see...
Oh god, we're on a hex grid.
You should see just your token. Is that
Yep.
correct? All 4 of you have line of sight?
Check to double check. Yeah, let me check to see if I even see my token.
Okay, so
Where?
going through,
There I am.
yeah,
Greetings, Quedlin.
going through Vivania's mind. This is not the first time she actually blacked out. She probably blacked out when it came to Zonkusan torture chamber sessions.
That's probably fair. We're going to start with Quedlin at the top of the initiative. There's going to be a lot of points in this part of the game. I know. There's going to be a lot of points in this part where everyone who is not the turn player is muted. So if you need to BRB, put it in the chat to make sure we're like everyone's aware of what's going on and stuff. Of course, everyone on stream can see where on the board everyone is.
How long has it been since we blacked out?
You're not
out of
sure.
character?
Not 24 hours.
That is what I needed to know.
Fair enough. So
no, you don't get your spells back. Fuck you.
I'm gonna leave.
No, there's another reason for that I needed less than 24 hours.
I'm gonna leave all 4 mics open for this first part because it's relevant roleplay. We're gonna start with.
Has it been 12 hours?
No, it is not.
Okay, good.
It's been probably like 5 minutes really, but we're gonna run down the initiative starting with Quedlin. Everybody out of nowhere comes to in a jungle. You have no idea how it is you got here. The ground is a strange shade of like reddish brown, almost like clay colored. Roots the size of like cashews' forearms burst forth from the ground to like wrap around other trees. The sounds of jungle life and apes teem all around you, and the canopy is so dark that everybody's got dark vision, right? There's not a character here that doesn't.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so all of you can see fine in that grayscale, but there's no light through the canopy. All of you look up, and you see everyone you know and love has been horribly dismembered and hangs from the trees around you. The trees seem to, like, as their blood and ichor and gore all drip down onto the floor of the jungle, the roots seem to, like, wrap around this and drink it like they would drink water. In return for this, everyone's going to receive 1 hero point, but you have to do it well. You have to impress me. Who does Quedlin see hanging dead in the trees above him?
There is only one person alive who has ever mattered to me. She is the person who gives me meaning. My mistress, she beats me when I'm wrong, but that is good because that means there is a right.
Yeah, good enough. I was gonna, but well, anyway, take that hero point. Donald, who's Vivania got?
Okay, Vivania, see...
Vivania, I said that wrong for so long. I'm so sorry. Vivania.
It is a elven name. It's odd how they are pronounced. Anyway, so BB, see all of the vital noble drows she saw in the past and cared for, but she also enjoyed torturing them. So it's a odd torture lover romance she had with all of them.
Fair enough. Take that hero point. Godric?
I see my wife. We had a family prior to this, and I went off to try and become, the king because I wanted to, protect my family. And now my wife is hanging up there, so that's great.
And your wife is hanging up there, so that's great. Take that hero point. Kane's on BRB, so I guess we'll never know what Cashew gets. Ever. Well, he might be back. Somebody said something. Alright, Kane. Who does Cashew see?
We're doing me now?
Yep. You literally showed up just in time.
Neat. Goody. Okay. Do I need to do this in character voice?
It would be better.
Okay. Almond, peanut, Uncle Pistachio. No! Oh no! Mama Nut. Oh, bad! It's bad! He's starting to freak out. He's having a little bit of a mental breakdown right now. Oh, no!
He also receives 1 hero point. Okay, so Quedlin is top of the initiative. It's gonna be real wonky, but I'm gonna mute people when they're not on, and we're just gonna like unmute as we go. So we can't metagame, so there goes Tim. So there goes Kane. And oh, that's a mute. And we need a deafen. I need to deafen people. I almost screwed up. Actually, I might just if it's not your
if you're
turn,
gonna deafen us, you should probably also mute us.
if it's not your turn, deafen yourselves. And like, I'll put in chat when it's your turn. Yeah, we'll do it that way. It's a little ambitious to play this kind of game, but we're gonna try. All right, so Queblin's turn is up. Each hex on the board is 1 hour of travel. What do you do?
Oh.
You have 3 dice rolls, and then it passes to the next guy.
Okay. So, first thing first, do I still have Blightburn on me?
You do not. The Blightburn has been removed.
Awesome. I was worried I'd have to, like, work on getting that off to not burn my skin off some more. Okay, great things. So, I see my mistress up there, squished and dead, and trees drinking its blood, right?
Yep.
Awesome. So not gonna fly up there like I was first thinking. So, I think I don't know how long I'm gonna be out here. I'm going to survival to gather food just in case.
Sure, fair enough. This is the main reason I didn't want to reveal the meta, is because I didn't want people to build survival-based characters to be really good at this part.
And I just took survival because I'm like, I am a weird loner person. I'm assuming no one really feeds me much,
That's fair.
even the mistress.
That's
and
fair.
it just kind of made sense.
Okay. Alrighty, so a 31, you're able to find food, but it's questionable at best. A lot of the fruit hanging on trees has vaguely humanoid faces, and several maggots burst forth from that fruit also with vaguely humanoid faces, just kind of writhing in agony, both the fruit and the maggots. In addition, there are several bits of carrion that you come across that, like, trees are actively Tom Bombadilling into their root structure to eat them. You can definitely eat it, and you think it'll be safe, but it's questionable.
But it's disgusting.
It's also definitely does not smell good.
Okay, so that is like a pinch the nose, like beer chug style eating.
Yeah, pretty much.
From there, I want to like stealth in just a direction.
Okay. You can move your token on the hex grid or you should be able to. Again, this is a little ambitious for me, by just like pressing on the keyboard to move. It should, if not, just tell me the direction and I will move your token.
I slid it one already.
Oh, tight. Okay. Didn't even notice. So go ahead, if you'd like to make that stealth check.
I would love to, as soon as I double check what it is, because I couldn't figure out how to make macros work properly.
Fair enough. This is a big board and it's really hard to capture everybody. Ooh, I went too far down. Damn it. I want to capture all 4 of you. That's just 2 of you.
Well, anyway, I got a 32, so that's nice.
Duly noted. Remember that number for me, if and you would, for when the time comes. Is that all you got?
I'll be looking for people as well, so I guess if I get 3 rolls, then the last would be perception.
Sure, go for it.
Okay, that is also plus 20, amusingly enough. Okay.
Duly noted. Okay, 37 perception. It's really hard, especially for a humanoid of your size. It's almost impossible to see through the canopy because it's so overgrown even at your level. You definitely can tell there are creatures out in the jungle, and you can definitely tell that some of them are Chartercaught that are just watching you. In addition, several strange flying creatures make their way across the tree line. In addition, you can hear the sounds of something really big moving around in the jungle. Several really big things, and a lot of them appear to be being actively violent towards one another. The air tastes very strange. Everything smells like almost otherworldly in nature as you begin making your way through this jungle. And if that is all, next on the initiative is Vivania. Alright, Donald. I'm going to tell you like I told Queblin. 1 square on the board, 1 hex on the board is 1 hour's travel. You have 3 dice rolls before anything like shifts over in turn.
Okay. If you allow this, I'm going to roll knowledge planes to know what type of plane I am on.
Sure, yeah, by all means. Oh, I wish I could capture the whole board. It's too big. 19. Okay, that's pretty good. You can tell that you are definitively in the abyss. The air feels really thick. You look around and you see like low-hanging fruit drops down from a tree, and these maggots with their skin stretched across their face, which you know to be the particular petitioner of chaotic evil, bursts forth from this fruit, which also has a strange humanoid face. It tracks that you're also... Yeah, you rolled high enough. You are definitively in Angizan's realm of Avath Kor, in a pretty deep part of the abyss. Avath Kor runs through a canyon in such a way that like gravity is orienting you to where you're standing, but like you're standing on the side of a canyon, and you know if you were to climb a tree, there would be vines stretching across over probably like a couple hours travel to cross that canyon to reach the other side. At some point, gravity reorients you, so you're on the other side of this just massive jungle.
Oh, cool. I am in a demon lord's lair of the abyss. Cool. So is there any visible things I can see for a sense of direction to go into?
Not without like a survival check to find which way north is. It's very, very dense jungle.
I'm going to go west of me, so move my token.
Okay. Yeah, you should be able to move.
Okay, so I go left 1.
Sure.
So do I see anything of note?
It's pretty much more of the same.
Okay.
You can make a perception check if you'd like to. 17. Okay, so there's definitely Charuka in the canopy around you, watching, flitting around. In addition, you Vivanya, are a little smarter. You recognize like quasits and lesser demons, like little flying demons flying around watching you. You can hear the sounds of what you can only assume are like fiendish dinosaurs, fiendish Guralians, bigger apes than that, and perhaps even like something like a Nalfeshni running around the jungle actively fighting for dominance. The canopy itself remains very, very thick. Roots kind of like reach out of the ground to drink the blood of dying creatures. Pitcher plants like gorge themselves, not pitcher plants, excuse me, like Venus flytraps with just enough mobility to grab like a dying animal and consume it, begin to do so.
So the demon, do I have a rough idea of which direction it's in?
Yeah, you rolled well enough. Angizan's palace is at the bottom of this canyon. You're not sure how far down you are. It could be days on days on days on weeks of travel to get there, or you could be right there. In terms of like actual like the demons around you, they're pretty far off. It's just like the jungle's kind of quiet and they're real big, so the sound of trees crashing in the woods.
Okay, so being in the jungle, she's in her paradise in a way, seeing all the pain and suffering in the lair of the abyss.
Mm-hmm.
Which is odd for a Zonkason to say.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, you got one more dice roll, or I'm going to pass over to Godric.
So we'll go down one more.
We'll say that one movement in a round. Yeah.
So down there, and then I think I have
just one round of movement in a round, because that did take you an hour to move from that hex to the other.
Oh, okay. So
if you have any other actions you'd like to do, we'll take them.
Okay, so not really. So is
fair
that
enough.
all?
Yeah, it is. If you would mute, we will pass to, assuming Tim's back. Yeah, he's back. All right, my man. You have 3 dice rolls in a given round that you can perform. 1 hex is 1 hour's travel on the board, and the floor is yours. You're also muted still. I might have accidentally muted you, actually. Yeah, you know what? I did. Sorry about that.
That's what I thought. I was like, I can't unmute myself.
Oops, my bad. All right,
All right, so I have 2 rolls. What kind of rolls? Or 3 rolls?
3 rolls, whatever, like any d20 hits the board. That's a roll, basically.
What?
Any like d20 roll, you have 3 of them, whether that be like a survival, a perception, a knowledge, a blase.
Oh, okay. So I can just like do 3 things?
Yeah, and then you have a move action to go to a different hex, which is an hour's travel.
Okay. Can I heal in that time?
Yeah, you certainly can. We'll call like a use of a wand or something 1 action.
Okay. I am going to probably end up using 2 wand actions then.
Sure.
23
damage.
so that's a total of what, 57? I think that ought to be enough.
Seems good.
Let me put that on my character sheet here real quick.
Understood.
All right, and then I guess I will move north from my position
Okay.
an hour.
You should be able to move the token on your own. We gotta
it's like
we
right
gotta
there.
pick a hex. So we'll do that.
Sorry, I can't see the hexes, but
Oh,
like
yeah, fair enough.
north.
Yeah, I hear you. You should be able to see the hexes. That's weird. I guess I can't show the grid and dynamic lighting. Fair enough. Okay. All right. So you have 1 more d20 roll if you'd like to make it.
Can I just cast another spell?
Yeah, sure.
Or I guess I can actually like just search or something, right?
You can make a perception check. Yeah, that is a thing. A natural 20. All right.
I'll take it.
That's real good. So as you move through this jungle, you can tell that there's still Charuka watching you, and in addition, several strange flying creatures make their way through the canopy looking down at you, snickering. You also can, you hear the sounds of things much bigger than you in this jungle tearing each other to pieces. Everything is pretty quiet in relation to you, though. You definitely find a lot of bodies of dinosaurs, large apes, even you're a evil sorcerer. Yeah, you would recognize the bodies of some lesser demons as well, being just feasted upon by the trees. You see like half of a Deinonychus, like the tail just kind of sticking up out of a pitcher plant that has teeth that just proceeds to be grinding it up as if you're jamming this thing into some kind of unholy blender. That was good flavor text that I accidentally stumbled upon, and I will use it again. And again, it's just like everything seems to be watching you. The world smells different than it used to. The air feels heavier. The ground even is a little springier as you step on this weird reddish brownish kind of stuff.
Okay.
Anywho, that being 3 actions, we will pass to Kane. If you would mute that self so you can't cheat.
Sure. Give me just a second.
Each hex on the board is an hour's travel. You have 3 d20 rolls worth of actions before it goes to somebody else's turn.
Okay. So how does that work through d20 rolls worth of actions?
For example, say a perception check, a survival check, or a knowledge check, or it's essentially what Cashew's doing in an hour. By that same token, also spells will take an hour's worth of actions.
Okay. Knowledge checks are right out the window for Cashew.
Yeah, I bet.
I don't feel like I can intimidate my way out of the jungle. So I suppose the first one will be a perception.
Alrighty.
Oh, and what else do I do? I'm not sure. I have. Oh, yeah, stealth. I can hide. I can move around in stealth.
There are a lot of shadows.
Well, you said earlier that we all have dark vision. We can see
Yeah,
in here because I guess it's real dark in here.
it's not light.
Okay, so I will perception.
Okay.
And I will stealth. Where is the button? Show me the button. There we are.
Stealth check's real good. Okay,
Yeah.
so it becomes... It's pretty obvious to Cashew that he disappears really, 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 really easily and really quickly. Just as soon as he is able to do something, pretty much. As you look around, as you move around, you see, there's a lot of Charuka still in the area. There's a lot of even stranger things than that flying around the canopy looking down at you. You can hear the sounds of creatures even bigger than Cashew on his best day tearing through each other somewhere in this jungle. Do you speak Abyssal?
Abyssal?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so Cashew hears loud demonic voices all around him just screaming Angazan's glory amidst the sound of gigantic predators being ripped apart, screaming in agony, trees fall down all over the place. Just to Cashew's northeast also, there appears to be a volcano breaking out of the tree line. It's a little far away for you to like really think you could be able to see it through all this, but you smell the unholy sulfur, because it's like a super bad sulfur bursting out of this thing, and you can feel the heat.
Okay, so Cashew wants out of here because this place is freaking him out real bad. Towards the volcano makes sense if for no other reason it might give me a sight line. But I wouldn't be able to hide on the volcano. I'll go towards the Charaka.
Okay, they're all around you in the tree line.
Or I should say towards the sound of predators ripping each other apart.
Okay, fair enough. That's... Oh, I'll roll a d4 to determine the direction. It happens to be in the direction of the volcano.
Okay. Then that solves both my problems then. I will move in the direction of the volcano.
Understood. You definitely do so. As you do so, passing around the place, you come upon the bodies of several... You would expect them to be smaller dinosaurs on Galarion, but here they're ginormous, like a Compsognathus the size of like a Triceratops that's been gorged upon by 5 or 6 giant Venus flytrap looking things that are just picking it apart like carrion, throwing the bones and the blood all over the place, and where the blood lands, the flora just greedily laps it up. You don't come upon anything too aggressive trying to attack you right now, but you do get pretty close to like the foothills of a gigantic volcano. And you have one more action before I pass over.
Okay. Oh. So these actions are like they're skill checks, right?
Skill checks or spells or anything that requires time and effort, more or less.
I really don't have any other relevant skills.
Fair
at this
enough.
moment. I mean, Cashew's like natively got an intelligence of 6. He doesn't have a ton of skill points.
That is fair. Is that how you got them?
I think it might be. I can't really do anything with Shadow Dancer right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's all I got then.
Alrighty, if you would mute thyself.
Hello.
Hey, I'm gonna roll percentage dice at the top of your turn.
Okay.
Because that sounds like fun. Alright, here we go.
Sure.
Higher than 50. It's not higher than 50. Okay, so nothing bad happens to you and the turn is yours.
Okay. I'm assuming with the 31 I stocked up enough disgust food that I'll be okay for a little bit.
That's fair, yeah.
Alright. Well, sneaky watchy Queblin. I'm just gonna be looking for things and slinking around.
Alrighty, understood.
So, do you want me to roll another stealth?
Well, you just rolled something real
Because
good.
I was rolling another stealth.
You got it, yeah, we can... The 40's better than the one you rolled before, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, it is. Alright, duly noted.
I wouldn't mind rolling another perception as I go along.
Yeah, go for it. 38.
That's good.
Okay, so you definitely... It becomes more of the same as you begin working through this jungle. You see, actually, you turn the corner and you see a strange, especially strange to a Darklands native, 4-armed ape about the size of a large house. Turn the corner and notice you and look like it's about to like run at you and try to tear you apart. It takes like half a step before several vines descend from a tree, and you watch this thing get like drawn and quartered, more than quartered, drawn and
Shredded.
sixth, because he has 6 things to pull on, and he just before your very eyes is just ripped apart. The charaka in the trees howl with delight. The strange flying things do so as well, and as the blood contacts all the trees, like knots open up in the trees to absorb the blood of this monster.
There's honestly not really much else that, like, my current plan with Pueblan, right, is to not be noticed first and just, like, search out the place in a searching algorithm of just, like, straight line, like, spiraling in towards the center.
Sure, makes sense to me. All right, my man.
So,
Any more actions?
I can't think of anything Pueblan would care about as long as there's nothing threatening him. And he hasn't found any of the other people, right?
Yeah, that's correct, yeah.
Alright, well, then I'm good.
Alrighty, if you mute yourself.
Oh, okay. I'm going left. So.
Sure.
So.
And then you have 3 d20 rolls worth of actions or spells or things of that
Okay,
nature.
Okay, I'm going to cast Infernal Healing to heal myself, so that is 1 action, right?
Yeah, that's correct. And the turn, whether or not you move, is passing in 1 hour increments, so, like, for the purpose of your durations and stuff.
Okay, so I'm going to try to pinpoint where, how do you pronounce the demon ape name?
Angazan is his name.
Okay, I'm going to roll knowledge plane to see where it is on the on his plane exactly.
Okay.
So
It's 16.
16.
You know, down. From where you are, it's hard to say because you don't have a lot of information at this time, but, like, his palace sits at the bottom of this rift, almost so far down that you'd start coming into contact with the Clippeth, is how far down you would have to go.
Cool.
From where
So-
you are, it's either you could be right on top of it, you could be, like, months of journey through this abyssal rift to get there.
Okay, cool. So I end my turn. So I have a direction that I want to go.
Fair enough. Alrighty.
All right. I think I will head north again.
Alrighty. Oh, whoop, that's too many squares.
Yes, I'll take that square. All right. And then let's do another perception roll.
Alrighty. Man, killing it. Okay.
I'm definitely killing it on the perception rolls.
You gotta show up to one of my home games. You'd be finding all this stuff because I let natural 20s go crazy. But it's not really anything that different. Well, actually, you turn the corner as you're, like, picking through this very dense jungle with no paths, and you come upon a really large reptilian creature with several horns. You're intelligent. You come upon, like, a fiendish triceratops. It sees you, it opens its beak, and several rows of mismatched, gore-stained teeth kind of, like, curl in a smile as it finds its next bit of prey, and as it begins to charge you, you see a vine come down from a tree and wrap itself around this thing's tail and lift it up bodily into the canopy, and the sound that follows as this truly gigantic, fiendish monster disappears into the tree line is not unlike had you dropped it into a giant sawmill. The creature screams out in agony, blood, bits of bone, gray matter, all of the above, rain down in the area as it does so, like leaves upturned to catch it, little knots open up in the tree to drink in as much of it as possible. The Charaka, actually probably bits of Charaka get caught in as well as this happens, which, like, kind of comes off almost as funny to the other Charaka as, like, a simian arm goes flying into the ground only to be Tom Bombadiled by the root structure of a tree, pulled down into it to be consumed. It's not
fun.
It's not a friendly place.
Wish I could roll a survival and have a chance in hell of passing that.
This is exactly why I didn't give away the meta, is because I didn't want a bunch of rangers for this part. Anywho, 2 more actions, my friend.
I guess I could cast detect magic, see if there's anything around me.
Sure. You definitely cast it, and you reflexively shut it off as you feel like kicking open the door to madness, almost all of the magic that rushes in. Very powerful, evil.
So this is a super magical place and very evil, you said?
Yes.
Okay, good to know. Useful information. I can only move once, right?
Correct.
I guess I'll attempt a stealth check just to see what I can hide from.
Sure.
won't be very good, but
I have faith in you. Boom. Boom.
what the hell is up with my rolls?
You are killing it. All right, yeah, the 25 is duly noted. Godric uncannily, well, I don't know if it's uncanny because I've only ever seen it in combat, just kind of fades away into the shadows. And if that is all, I need to pass to Kane.
I see Godric's got his cheat codes on.
He does, yeah, he's killing it.
I'm assuming there's like an hour in between these movements. Would it behoove me to continue making stealth and perception checks?
The perception checks are relevant. The stealth check can track the whole time.
Okay. I will make that perception check.
Alrighty. As you're moving through this jungle, you come upon... Cashew is an agent of fate. He can know a little more. You come upon several... oh god, what are they called? I think it's pronounced the Murray. I don't want to say lemur, because in a jungle that's an entirely different connotation. So I'm going to say the Murray, the big, fat, corpulent, lesser demons. Probably about 24 of them, just kind of making their way in like a pack through this jungle. They're all turned like water buffalo defense style, so they're all looking out in several different directions, up to and including like on top of each other, above themselves, to make sure nothing bad happens. And they you see them step upon an amalgamation of vines that just hungry pit style opens up. They all fall in, and the screaming of demons and the of fat being compressed and shot up out of this hungry pit. Not the spell, but that's clearly what it is. It's pretty revolting.
A natural phenomenon that functions in a similar manner.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cashew not like it here. That's a little too much for Cashew. Cashew gonna walk around that. My max hit points are not 100. They're not 53. They're 153.
No big difference there.
Yeah. Very different character. Cashew the wizard. You know what? Can I get up one of these trees? Do you think they'd take my weight?
Yeah, for sure. A lot of these trees are like the size of skyscrapers in terms of both height and like thickness.
And since we're in a jungle, would it be permissible to acrobatics up the trees, or would you like a climb?
Either is fine.
Okay. Ooh, that's a good one.
That is a good one. You, agent of fate that you are able to skillfully like bounce from the footholds to the branches up a tree. You can definitely tell as you move up into the canopy that like you could spend your whole hour's worth of movement moving straight up, and you wouldn't clear it at all. You'd still be well below the top of the tree line.
Oof. Okay. Oh. Let's make an assessment with my little ogre brain.
Okay.
If I go all the way up, I can see maybe where I'm going, or I could see to something.
Mm-hmm.
Alternatively, if I stay up here, I might be able to get the drop on someone. Not that I'm going to climb for an hour, because I don't want to... The fall damage would kill me if I tried to plunging attack someone. Is it dense enough where I am up this tree to maybe move around at that elevation?
Yeah, you certainly could. Several Charaka are doing the same all around you. They give you a really wide berth as you come up, but...
Okay.
That could catch you an idea.
It's normally it's monkey see, monkey do, but now it's cashew see monkey, cashew do monkey. Hopefully not like that. It's one way to win a tournament. How can I just navigate up here, or would you like a check for that?
Probably take some kind of check to move around. You can pretty much navigate, but there will be spots where you have to Tarzan it.
Okay. Would now be one of those spots.
Yes.
Okay, then I will spend that third check for another acrobatics.
Okay.
Ooh, that's much worse.
It's still good enough. There are probably some spots where you slip up a little bit and you don't take damage, but you probably like skin your knee as you have to like catch yourself. As you're
Rock,
moving
you not
around,
fall?
the Charaka find it hilarious. And you can
Yeah.
move one.
Ever an entertainer. Let's continue moving towards the volcano, I guess.
Already. So that would be, as you make it here, you definitely find yourself like pretty much like if you were to dismount the trees, which seem to be growing out of the lava, out of the volcano itself. The volcano almost is like a giant pimple in the jungle, which is pretty gross. But if you were to not be standing where you are, you'd be standing in lava.
Okay, can't get down. Good to know.
Can't get down.
Can't
Alrighty.
get down.
If that is all,
Yep.
we will pass to Mahagani.
Agony.
Mahagani. Oh, that's really good. As soon as you mute yourself, so we don't metagame.
Alright.
Alright,
Hey.
Cleveland. At the top of your initiative, make a reflex save, would you please?
Okay, can do.
That's good enough. Okay, so
Okay.
this doesn't count as an action, but as you pick your way through the tree line, you hear in Abyssal something scream out in pain, followed by the sound of an explosion. Not far from where you are, the skin is red. There's horns jutting out of its head. It's pretty big. It had wings, but that's really all you can tell because it's blown up in a sea of fire. You are able to get behind a tree before you take the brunt of it, but you will take half of this many fire damage.
Okay.
Half of 31, so 15 fire damage.
Okay. So that is not friendly and makes me less happy than I was. I don't know if I would fully qualify myself as having been happy throughout here, but you know,
Fair.
because I just keep on taking fire damage. Blight burn, random exploding demon. Okay, so I have no clue where the other people are.
That's right.
I'm assuming part of the goal is still to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
This is a slow and methodical process. I think, at least for right now, what I'm going to do, can I see any notable rocks near me?
That's a good question. Don't worry about that 10d6 that I might have just thrown at the table. That doesn't count.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you do. You find it's less of a rock and more of the strange calcified remains of some kind of large reptilian that appears to have had like all the liquid pulled from its body by grasping tendrils and vines. It looks like it's not going anywhere.
Well, I suppose I did more. I was hoping specifically for stone because stone shape is a thing.
Because stone shape is, it can be made out of stone. Magic.
Okay. So, what I'm going to do for now, I'm going to go over to the calcified remains.
Sure.
I'm going to stone shape a bubble around myself.
Alrighty.
And then I'm going to stone tell and start asking it things to see what it knows about the place I'm in.
Okay, sure. Let me look at Stone Tell here. I've never
Yeah,
actually cast Stone Tell before.
Well, neither have I.
Alright, here we go. You gain the ability to speak with stones, which relate to you or what has touched them, as well as revealing what is covered or concealed behind or underneath them. The stone's perspective, perception, and knowledge may prevent that stone from providing the details you're looking for. Okay, so you can definitely ask it questions.
So, first question I will ask this corpse I have reworked around myself. How long have you been here?
How long has he been here? Okay. What does grating stone voice sound like? 10,000 years by your reckoning, mortal.
So what is here?
You are in Avathkor, in the abyss.
Queblin is feeling some pain. Queblin might try to nap if he can.
Sure, okay, you can rest.
Yeah.
So I guess mechanically that's holding action. Just ping in Discord if you have a thing you want to do, or like whisper at me if there's mechanical things I need to be aware of as the GM. And we're gonna pass on over.
Okay. And just let me know if something happens that affects Queblin.
Sure, will do. All right, Donald. At the top of your turn, make a fortitude save.
A 29.
It's pretty good. Okay, so as you're moving through the jungle, Vivanya contacts a thorn. It's about the size of like your pinky, but as it contacts you, it grows in size to about the size of your forearm and begins like pumping a strange liquid into you while like seemingly like pulling your own blood out. You're able to quickly slap the thing away, and it seems to have done you no harm. And it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to be moving northwestward and be using 2 cure moderate wound potions. I would think I would eventually come across something if I go northwest or west eventually.
Makes sense.
So I will roll the 2 potions used and turn over.
All right, understood. Super fast turn. I love it. If you mute yourself so we can grab Godric.
Hello.
All right,
again.
my dude. 3 actions. Actually, more than 3 actions. Make a will save at the top of your turn, if you would, please.
Will save. Okay.
Okay, a 20 is respectable. As you make your way through the jungle, a small gate opens next to you, and a couple of little halfling children are just kind of out of nowhere deposited in the jungle around you. They look around wide-eyed and crying, screaming for their mother, and it's not long before the jungle just descends on them and rips them to shreds. You might not be the nicest person on Galerion, but it's still a very, like, it's a disturbing thing to watch and hear, and as you, like, move past it, the sound continues to just echo along. But you're able to shake it off. What you got for us?
Okay. Well, I am going to quickly get the hell out of here.
Alrighty.
Then I am going to do another perception.
Okay. Not a whole lot has changed now that the cheat codes are wore off.
Yeah.
All right, Kane. At the top of your turn, make me a reflex save.
Okay. Did someone shoot me? Am I being shot?
You're being shot.
Oh no.
Alright.
No, that's oh good, another 2.
That does fail.
Mhm.
I'm saying it that way because I know you have a hero point. If you'd like to expend it.
So, can I know what's happening before I spend that hero point?
That's fair. Okay, so as Cashew makes his way through the tree line, he steps on a particularly large vine that begins to spin as he puts his weight all the way on it, and he's thrown like completely off balance and will fall in the lava.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to fall in the lava, so I will spend that hero point.
Alrighty.
That's much better.
Cashew is an agent of fate.
I am an agent of fate.
And you're totally fine.
Okay, and that's all you wanted?
Yep, that's all the interrupt. The turn is yours.
Okay. I will continue to make those perception checks, as they appear to be relevant.
Okay.
Catch you way up high, but I can't see much.
Yeah, with the 2s. Loving these 2s.
All the 2s. So
Can I get some of that cheat engine that Tim's using?
Unfortunately, I don't have the authority. Cashew can tell from where he's at, though, that if you were to scale the side of that volcano, it would take you above the tree line. It's probably going to be like several hours of treacherous rock climbing with the side of lava. But you would get a view of the surrounding area if you did that.
See, I really like the idea of a climactic battle on the side of a volcano.
I'll have to
The
grab Waco.
problem is... Oh no, wait, the geokineticist isn't immune to fire damage. Yeah, let's go towards the volcano.
Alrighty, you are able to do so, and as I said, 2 minute squares, what am I doing?
I fly!
The tree
I
line...
whipped that spell out. You didn't know I had it, but there it is.
Tight. The tree line does, like hair growing out of a gross, blistery, pus-covered pimple, the tree line does go all the way up the volcano.
Yeah.
The lava
Alright.
seems to not affect it, but it's a different story for the lesser demon flying around that takes the spear from a Charaka through the wing and falls into the lava and just kind of like fizzles out. Yeah.
Yeah, lava does a damage in Pathfinder.
Lava's pretty good.
It's like something like 20d6 if you actually touch it.
I think that's correct, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna keep moving towards the volcano. That was my plan.
Okay.
And if we're letting the stealth check ride, there's nothing to attack. None of my spells are gonna help me here because I only have 2. And I'm pretty sure Shadow Dancer still isn't gonna help me here, unless I need to like clear a gap or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, no, I don't think I have anything here then.
Alright, understood. Away
Unless
we
you
go.
want another acrobatics.
Nah, you're fine.
All right, yeah, that's me then.
Alright, Don, what you got for me?
I'm going to continue going northwest and see where that gets me.
Sure. You're able to do so. Nothing stops you. It isn't quiet at all. You definitely hear the sounds of like meat grinding in the abyss as the jungles of Avathkor do what they are famous for. That is to say, like, survival of the fittest for the glory of Agazon.
So everything is normal for what the abyss is.
Pretty much, yeah. Another day.
So business as normal then.
Mhm.
So I move, and can I move any more?
You cannot.
Okay, so turn is over.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, I can use my scent to make sure that there's no one anywhere within 20 feet of me.
That's correct. In some places, Godric feels that the smell of gore may overpower his ability to pinpoint things with scent, but for now, you think you're fine?
Yeah. And even if I can't pinpoint it, I'll know if, like, I recognize the scent of everyone, so I'll know if they're in the vicinity.
That's fair.
Maybe not exactly where they are.
It stinks here, but you think if someone invisible got within 5 feet of you, mechanically, you could still detect them.
It wouldn't be invisible, it'd be if they were trying to hide.
You know what I mean.
Because I can see invisible.
Fair enough.
But I will move
Sure.
to there, and then I will do a perception check.
Alrighty. 23.
Okay.
It's more of the same. Continues to go on. You see a Charaka who seems to have come across some form of alcohol, leans a little too far back in the branch that he's watching you from, and he falls into a thorn bush, and the thorns, like, as he contacts them, they're about the size of like your bird finger, and they grow to the size of your forearm to just like fatality him on the spot.
Wow. So lots of death is what you're saying.
Mhm.
Yeah, it makes sense. All right. Well, I guess I'll just re-up. Do I need to re-up my my stealth?
You do not. You can write on the number.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna write on that number then, because that's a good number.
It was a good number. Is that all you got for us?
Yeah. I think that's it. Sorry.
Alrighty.
That was fast.
It was. Everybody's rolled all the checks they want to roll, and now they're just trying to find each other to kill each other.
We don't have enough checks.
You don't? That's why I didn't want to reveal the metas. I didn't want to have a bunch of like rangers that were super good at this part.
I'm not about to fall into lava.
Now you're fine.
Okay. I'm gonna make that relevant perception check.
23. About another hour's travel. You think you could end up at the top of the volcano. There should be enough of something to stand on, whether it be trees or ground, that you're not in danger of hurting yourself.
Okay. Again, unless I have to clear a gap with shadow jump, or I gotta switch between this and the Mythweaver sheet because it's got all the Shadow Dancer stuff on it.
Yeah, you think you could make it. The trees, awkwardly, they become denser and denser the higher one goes up this volcano.
Okay. Did not expect that. It's probably actually easier to go up
Yeah.
the closer I am to the volcano.
Hmm.
I mean, I suppose that tracks. Volcanic soil is very rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's really all I can do. Cashew's climbing up the volcano. That's
Alrighty, so we'll move you to the top of the volcano.
Cashew's whole thing right now.
As you reach the top of the volcano, the very top does clear the tree line, and you see, without, you don't have to make a perception check unless you want to learn more, vines extend from the top of these trees into the sky and off into, like, beyond the range of your dark vision, several flying demons, up to and including, like, Baelor lords, Duralians with the half-fiend template, a bunch of Charaka riding, like, pterodactyls, just almost as if you'd stumbled upon, like, a superhighway flying over your head with these vines interspersed moving off the trees, seemingly defying gravity straight up. Several creatures climb up and down them. You can see, like, to Cashew's right or south on the board, it would appear as if you found yourself in, like, a giant chasm. A chasm so giant that gravity is orienting itself into the wall of one of the chasms, and you can look down and see just pure, unadulterated blackness. The same is true of above you, but you can also see, like, if you traveled for a couple days, you think you could make, like, over the lip of this canyon into who knows what. The sky is... It's a good question, I haven't answered that. The sky is a strange lime green and yellow at the same time, but it is also both, like, is neither as well.
Oh, guess you're not in Kansas anymore. Guess you want to go home.
Am I in, like, the whatever the chaos planar realm is?
You would need some kind of knowledge check.
Yeah, which Cashew doesn't have.
Not even a little bit.
No, I didn't even dump one into the knowledges I do have. Can I see out over the tree line now?
You can, yeah. It appears to be just covered in jungle.
I'm gonna wait on the volcano and try to get my bearings.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah.
That all you got for us?
I don't have a better plan. I'm really not a surveillance dude. We are no longer playing to my strength.
We are not. Alright, Donald, at the top of your turn, half a dozen Charaka descend from the trees around you.
Do I have time to cast Fireball before they can come to me?
You could, if you would like to.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay. I will throw some reflex saves down. I think I rolled 6. Oh, that's your d6s, I see. Okay, yeah, all of them fail, and the 38 fire damage just incinerates them on the spot. They come down in kind of like a semicircle. You just snap your fingers and they cease to exist.
Cool. Good to know I haven't used up all of my spells. Running out of spells in the abyss is the worst thing.
That would not be good, yeah.
Okay,
Anyway,
so
you got 3 actions, my dude.
So I continue going north. So which direction did the Kurkai come from?
Directly over your head.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to probably risk it for trying to get some safety in the abyss and go west.
Sure. Alrighty, off you go.
I'm going to do a perception check to see what else I hear in the abyss besides normal business of the abyss.
Sure.
19.
19. You hear the sounds of Charaka and lesser demons alike just, like, laughing their heads off at seemingly specifically you, as if, and I hate that this becomes a theme in the games we play together, but, like, as if there's a joke that Vivania doesn't get the punchline of.
Okay, so she's probably going to take this that they are waiting for the right opportunity to kill her and claim her for the abyss effect. And she would probably think it would be humorous. She's eventually going to become a Karakai, so it's a matter of how is she going to die effectively from this point onward.
Yeah, that's fair assessment.
And she's going to embrace this recognize them to a certain extent.
Sure. Got anything else for us?
Nope.
Alrighty. All right, Tim. At the top of your turn. No, never mind. Nothing happens. You're stealthed.
Okay. All right. Then, and no one's near me. I guess I should do a perception check real quick.
Yeah, no. There's Charaka everywhere. There's
All right.
lesser.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend an hour moving that
Sure.
in that general direction, and then I'll do another perception check in this square.
Okay. As you make your way through the tree line, things are moving much faster than you are through this place, and several quasits make their way through the tree line, and in Abyssal speak to the Charaka. The Charaka begin laughing hysterically, along with the quasits, before the quasits like burn off into up into the canopy somewhere.
All right, so more craziness, and yeah, there's still nothing I can do really. It's only been what?
It's been about 4 hours.
5 hours.
5
4
hours,
hours.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're probably starting to get a little tired.
Yeah. Keep that in mind for maybe finding a place to lay down and rest. What time is it in the day?
That's really hard to tell. As thick as the canopy is, you don't see a sun. You don't see really even light, with the exception of like creatures that glow themselves, or perhaps like some weird bioluminescent plants that glow with a really sickly yellow-green light.
I think the next time it comes around, I am going to look for a place to call it a night then.
Okay.
And attempt to get some sleep.
Alrighty. If that is all.
See you in just a little bit.
I'm gonna make that super relevant perception check.
Okay.
29.
You don't really see a whole lot of much, and this is mostly because Cashew, especially like Cashew himself, moving through the canopy knows just how dense it is and just how high off the ground you are. There's certainly a lot of stuff going around. The Charaka haven't approached you, but they're near you, just kind of watching, with the addition of like several strange impish creatures riding on their shoulders and heads and things, as well as even other lesser demons and even some more powerful ones.
Okay, so they were the people speaking Abyssal, right?
Correct.
Alright, no harm in asking. I'll just like yell to the Charaka in Abyssal. Where are they?
Make a social check.
Oh god, that's not gonna happen. Are these things intimidatable?
You think so, yeah.
Okay, that's good enough for Cashew. That'll be a 34.
Yeah, it is. Alright, so the Charaka all, like, as you shout this out, they back off and begin screaming. Several quasits that information doesn't behoove Cashew that much just take off and disappear, frightened for their lives. The Charaka, we do not know. If you give us something, we can find them.
What about the bow?
What is the bow mechanically?
It's a +1 adaptive composite longbow.
They nod.
Alright, I'll throw them the bow.
Alright, they break it before your eyes.
Ah!
And then they take off into the
Rude.
jungle. Kind of mean, but welcome to the jungle. Welcome
I mean,
to the jungle!
I just screamed at you real loud to make you help me, but
Yep.
still rude.
Yeah, and they will help you.
I suppose I should stay here so they can come back and find me and tell me what I want to know.
Okay, fair enough.
So I'm gonna stay here for the time being.
Sure. Okay, so nobody say anything that will, like, tip plans or allow people to metagame, but I wanted to unmute...
Tell me where you are.
I wanted to unmute all four of you because...
I am somewhere on this giant black screen. Ha! There we go.
I am somewhere in the universe somewhere.
Somewhere in the universe, and it's been about 6 hours. You guys are starting to feel pretty tired. If you'd like, we can advance time forward for 8 hours of rest, is why I unmute you guys. If there's any other actions that you might want to take, we will resolve that in private so no one metagames around it. But I wanted to ping all four of you.
So all of us, are we in the same area, or are we all isolated? Still?
You're sure you're on the same board, but like you're definitely like your characters are isolated.
Okay.
I would probably find a place to rest up.
I'm not super worried about getting my spells back, considering I only have 2 of them.
I went through about a quarter, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to rest up a bit.
I mean, I could definitely use my spells back.
All right.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I'm cool with resting up.
Okay, sure. So we'll go to top of the initiative, but we're gonna leave this one unmuted because there is some blight burn radiation to resolve as the 24 hours
Oh, at the
passes.
beginning of the day, yeah, sure.
So we're gonna start with Tim. It's you took it twice. You took blight burn radiation high 2 times. So that's 4d4 points of con drain that I will allow you.
That hurt.
You're gonna be the one that rolls it though.
Yeah,
It's-
that could kill probably any of us. Maybe not the kineticist.
Or it could do 4.
Okay, so I don't have to. I don't take a check first. I just take the damage.
That's correct, because you've already
Yeah, you
failed
made
to
your
save.
saves earlier.
Right. Okay.
So I'm rolling 4d4 right now?
No. Tim's rolling is 44
Okay. Okay.
because this might very well kill Godric, and I don't want that responsibility.
Blightburn is nasty, especially the severe one. I looked it up. In between
Severe is
game.
even meaner. Holy crap!
Yeah, especially if you guys have already taken hit point damage.
Oh, 11 points of con drain to our catfolk sorcerer.
Oh,
that hurts.
5 times 12. That's 60 hit points off your cap.
And when Godric wakes up, most of his fur is missing. He's probably throwing up a whole bunch. A lot of weight has fallen off. Does it kill Godric?
It does not kill me.
All right, Donald. 44. Ugh.
13.
Oh god.
Oh, that's even worse.
13 con drain. Okay, it's the same. Vivi's probably like very
6 times
well.
12 is. well,
I'm going
66.
to. Is it possible for me to? That would reduce my con to 0. So can I use my hero point to reduce that?
You can use the hero point, and this is true for you also, Tim, because hero points allow you to undo misfortune. Well, hold on. Let me see exactly what a hero point can, because I get them confused with wish sometimes.
I know hero point you can.
I get hero points confused with a 9th level
hero
spell.
point you can re-roll things.
Yeah, that is true. All right, we got act out a turn, get a bonus, extra action, inspiration, recall, re-roll for a d20 roll. You can petition the GM to allow a hero point to be used to attempt nearly anything that would be almost impossible, or you can cheat death with it. If this would kill you,
It would kill my character outright.
you could cheat death with your hero point.
I'm
if
going
you'd
to
like.
cheat death using my hero point.
All right, in that case, we're gonna treat it as if the damage, because the damage is still relevant. We're gonna treat it as though it was minimized. So you do take 4 points of con drain. You lose
That
a
is
lot of
better.
your hair, and Tim, you can do the same if you'd like. If you don't want to take
Just
away.
take 4 points of con damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather not go down to.
Yeah. Yeah, that blight burn's harsh.
I would go down to 13 health as my max.
Oh
that
god.
would have been so good for me though.
Yeah. That would've been
I would have
super
also
sweet.
been doing pretty great from that.
So as the night passes, you guys, I'm trying to not speak in meta terms because people are in very different locations. You see mostly what you have continued to see this whole
Is that-
time.
Just Tim and Donald take that blight burn damage?
Did you fail a fort save?
Yeah, I fumbled it, remember?
Oh my god, you did. Yeah, okay. Thank you, sir. 2d4. I just remembered the guys with the bad forts failed. 4 points of con drain to cashier.
That's not so
Hey! 4 for everyone.
You did it. The night passes. You guys you're left alone pretty hard the whole time. You can tell that people are watching you. They want to see the tournament resolve for the glory of their demon lord, and it's in this way that the things you're seeing aren't attacking you. We'll go back to the top of the initiative, and the top of the initiative is Quedlin. If everyone would mute themselves if they aren't Levi, we'll get underway. Condrain is fun. Alright, so what we're going to do is,
Okay.
well, you're up 2 hours early, I agree, because
Yeah.
you've been resting for a little longer, so you have 9 actions and 3 movements.
Okay. First thing first, I want to just say that I am so happy about this like 12 points of con damage throughout everyone.
That was cool. Yeah.
I also removed 2 hero points from the game.
You did.
Like, that just swimming in radiation was clutch.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for using that to try to hurt me.
Donald Adams, you mute. I see you unmuted, cheaty face. You deafened myself. You deafened myself.
I saw my name and then. That was it.
I tagged you to get you in the first place. Yeah.
Oh, it was 817. Oh, my
Cheaty face.
mistake.
Cheaty face. Cheaty face. Cheaty face. Cheaty face. Okay, there we go. All right, what you got?
All right. So, do I have any idea that like upwards is a nothingness?
Upwards,
or is like
appears to be more,
or like blocked off by trees, or
it's not blocked off. You think you could climb it? Or you could fly through it. It wouldn't be the easiest to fly through.
I don't mean actual upwards. I mean, I'm looking at the map and I'm talking upwards, so I mean north.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, you think if you tried to move another square up, you'd just walk in place, and God would tell you can't go that way.
Well, I'm just saying, like, would Queblin be able to tell he can't do that?
Yes,
I can tell I can't do that.
Yeah, that tracks.
So, the idea being, hey, like, just most likely people aren't probably towards the borders.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got to sleep on the plan. Think about it. The Spira plan is also known as the way to take the longest possible time before I meet any other combatant.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, that sounds like Queblin. Wait for them all to die out on their own. Okay, so, perception/stealth. Perception more just to, like, look out for threats. I'm not. Like, Queblin is trying to survive and be okay.
Sure.
So... this will be stealth first.
Understood.
Perception.
You can see from outside of the thing you've stone-shaped your way into that several Charaka and several demons have assembled, just kind of staring at the rock where you're at.
Oh! Nice. But from my experience so far, the things have been just awkwardly staring at us while we think, right?
That tracks.
Okay. So, should I just use those rolls for my other 2 moves me to roll again?
You have the ability to do other things if you would like. It's up to you. We can track off that perception and that stealth.
Okay. Because the thing is, I'm like, what could I really do? I guess I could maybe survival to find tracks of people, but I'm not guessing that anyone else is super up here.
Mm-hmm.
I rested. I should gain 12 hit points back, correct?
You should? Yeah, that's right.
Awesome. I didn't do that today, so I have healed all my non-lethal for now.
Okay.
I'll do that later.
Understood.
And... So just... Anything happen when I do that?
Nope, nothing happens.
Okay. And that...
Nothing changes.
Okay.
You actually things change. You see, to your immediate south, based on the smell, based on the heat that is radiating,
something around here.
There's a volcano.
Oh. Okay. Is there any way... Let's see. Can I draw a thing and no one else will be able to see it?
I seriously doubt it.
Okay. I'll do my best to remember that there's a volcano there.
Okay, gotcha.
Or, like, if we come into other scenarios, can you remind me, hey, volcano?
Yeah, by all means.
Alright. Queblin is sneaking around, trying not to die, eating gross food.
Understood. That all you got for me?
Yep.
Alrighty. Donald, Vivania wakes up feeling absolutely terrible. You probably have thrown up a little in your sleep, and as your hand goes up to your head, just like patches of hair fall from your scalp to the ground to be consumed by the flora at your feet. You definitely... Vivania is a drow noble. She knows what Blightburn is, and she knows she's been affected. It's...
It is odd. She's appreciating this pain for or it is usually her delivering the pain, so she's finally on the receiving end of this. But she's losing some of her beauty, which she doesn't like at all, for
That's a-
her proud ego.
That's a very positive way to think of your situation. Anyway,
Well,
what you got?
well, whenever you're in the abyss, you have to have a grim positive outlook.
Fair.
Okay, so I'm going to go south, sir. So move a token. What else do I see down there?
That would require checks.
Okay, so perception then. It's a good thing I haven't taken no charisma damage yet.
Give it time. Okay, so as you begin making your way south, you see several quasits, not even trying to conceal themselves, flying in like V formations through the jungle. Fly down, they see you, and then just bank away as fast as they can to fly back to the north.
To know what they're doing, would that be knowledge planes?
I think I'd rather call a sense motive. Knowledge planes might give you a general, but specific would be sense motive, I think. 20.
20.
This is a sense motive?
Yes.
Alright, so it's pretty obvious that these guys are out looking for you. They've found you, and now they're going north to report back to somebody.
Okay, so seeing this, I should probably go north in the near future, thinking my comrades or other arena enemies are probably in the north somewhere there.
Yeah, that definitely tracks.
So turn over.
Alrighty. Alright, Tim, at the top of your turn, Charaka riding pterodactyls appear, like just under the tree line, skipping through. They see you. As they see you, their mounts bank really hard and turn back, flying towards your northeast.
Well, my actions are going to be casting a few spells and move to here.
Okay.
I'm going to do a perception check real quick.
Man.
And another 20, because why not?
Yeah. Okay, so as you begin moving through here, the smell of sulfur overpowers your nostrils, and it's pretty obvious to Goddard that you're moving in the direction of just a gigantic volcano. The smell of burning, the sounds of flesh burning, and the scent of that combined with the scent of very, very noxious sulfur, it all tracks. If you continue going the way you're going, you'll head to a volcano.
Speaking of noxious things, I'm going to recast
Life Bubble?
And Mage Armor for
Understood.
my last couple of actions. So
Alright.
that'll be it for
Sounds
me.
great. And then we go to Kane. Alright, so at the top of your turn, several quasits teleport to basically right in front of your face, and the little one is just to your north. The sorcerers are to your south, but they approach the volcano.
Oh. Okay.
Good, very good.
Cashew has not a devious plan. I don't think Cashew has many devious bones in his big dumb body. But I will take that opportunity to find some place to hide on the volcano.
Sure.
And where is my stealth? There it is.
Oh, fumble for a 31.
Good thing you can't fumble skills. Rules is written. The 31 is noted. There's definitely enough. There's still enough shadow up here that you can hide in plain sight pretty easily.
Well, even just I'm looking around for some place that might have some shade or like a hole, something where I have like to look out down the volcano, but wouldn't necessarily be seen from the bottom of the volcano.
Fair enough. It's awkward with the amount of trees that are growing out of this thing. You might see someone come out of the tree line. It depends on the where. It depends on, like, if they're below you, it's definitely a lot easier if you just kind of look down, and they might not even be looking up. So
that was the hope I was kind of aiming for when I went for high ground.
Fair enough.
Was that I could get sight lines. Perception and stealth, and I ignore size penalty. No, because that spell doesn't last long enough for me to do it now. I think that's gonna be me.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna hide on the volcano.
You're gonna hide on the volcano. Seems good.
Yeah.
Seems to be.
And if they don't find me by my next turn, I'm definitely gonna reroll that stealth.
Understood.
So I found a volcano.
Mhm.
It's not erupting or anything. It's just being lava-y and scary, I assume.
Yeah. You smell it more than you see it at this point, because that's just how dense the canopy is.
Nice. Okay. Let's see. Honestly, I'm just because I'm tired of not doing anything else, I'm gonna roll some survival just to see if I find any interesting tracks around here.
Okay.
That looks like a no.
Fortunately, the natural ones aren't that scary in rules as
Yeah.
written. Otherwise, you're in trouble. But it's good enough. You can determine that north is off the map. You can determine a lot of things much bigger than Queblin that he's probably never even thought of before have moved through here. In addition, there's several, like, rather than tracks, it almost looks like a rent in the earth where something really big might have slithered. You wonder if the trees aren't just, like, capable of picking up and moving. Of course, trees are 100% foreign to a Darklands native, so that double tracks.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as my for this out here most important roll set, stealth,
Sure.
perception.
Alrighty. South there is definitely a volcano.
Okay.
That's 3 actions and a move.
And no one around to nothing of note, just the spooky scaries everywhere are
More of the
creepily
same.
staring at me.
Yeah, pretty much. They kind of they begin laughing as if you're the butt of some joke you don't understand. That may be very relevant for the guy with 4 charisma. By that I mean, like, you probably don't understand a lot of jokes, but that's what's happening now.
Okay, we all good?
Yep.
I'm going to continue going north, so it is being has gone map. I'm going northwest north.
Okay.
So proceed to see what I see. So 29.
29, okay. Okay, so out of nowhere pops a ball of armor plates and chains and keen-edged blades with a single eye appearing out from under it, and you know this to be a augur chiton. You yourself are probably very familiar with them. Familiar's kind of a pun there, as several wizards of your particular house are very known to take augurs as familiars. It nudges you as gently as its very pokey self can on the shoulder, and then looks towards the north and towards, like, almost directly west from you in a sweeping arc before disappearing.
Wait, so which way did it point? So north?
It's kind of like northwest-ish, mostly north, and then it sweeps to almost straight west in like a triangle, with you being one corner of the triangle.
Okay, so I do a praise to Zon Kusan for sending a young messenger to help guide. So I'm going to do the necessary prayer rituals. So I'm going to harm myself and then use infernal healing to heal myself.
Sure, already understood.
Yeah, I mean, I am playing as Zon Kusan, so I might as well embrace the pain at the very least.
Oh no, it's good flavor. I love it.
Yep. So yeah, going northwest and then turn over.
Alrighty, understood.
Guess I will start by moving. And actually, I'm going to start by stealthing, because I haven't stealthed for the day yet.
Sure.
It's great stealth right there. I'm very
Duly
stealthy.
noted. Oh yeah, you gone. Poof.
Then I will move northeast.
Okay. At this point, you reach the foothills of that volcano. At this point, it becomes very relevant that to continue moving for you, you're going to have to go into the tree line, because the volcano it almost appears to you like a really gross pimple that's grown out of the ground, and the pus spewing forth is the lava, and the tree line is the hairs growing out of the pimple. The tree line seems to grow just straight out of the lava, out of the ground, out of the volcano, completely unbroken the entire way up.
Okay, so in order to progress, I would have to go up. Do I see anybody?
You do not.
I should probably do a perception.
Mhm.
I have not done one yet.
The ground is very unyielding through most of this place, but as you get where you are, kind of like it sinks down a little bit, and you see huge humanoid footprints that distinctively you realize must be cashews.
Okay, so Cashew's been through here.
He has. And also, I should say, you don't necessarily have to climb the trees to progress, because like you can cast Fly on yourself. That also certainly works. But walking on foot is going to become really treacherous.
Yeah. I think I'm going to start... Well, the problem with casting Fly on myself is it doesn't last very long, and each of these squares takes an hour.
That's true, yeah.
So I do think I will have to fly. I could... Are there still trees and stuff? Could I, like, go through the trees?
All the way up, yeah.
Okay. I think I will start climbing trees then, so let me start doing some climbing checks.
All right, yeah, you are more than able, as your last action, to just quickly scramble your way up a tree.
So I will have to start doing climb checks when I move now.
Yeah, seems
That is
right.
my new plan.
Alrighty, that's all you got.
Yep, I will see you in a few.
In 2 seconds.
Alright,
We did it. I learned to have to private message you.
Yep, apparently.
Alright, what you got, man?
It went off when you PM'd me.
I'll bear that in mind.
That's irritating.
It is,
Okay. I suppose I should make the perception check first before I ask if I see anything.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
33.
The Charaka are assembling in a circle, and they can't really get above you because you're at the top of the tree line, but like around you, almost to make like a fight club kind of effect.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that,
Okay.
nothing's really changed.
So I haven't seen anyone approach the base of the volcano.
You have not. You couldn't see it through the tree line.
And the fight club thing that's going on, is it circling the entire volcano or just the side that I'm on?
The tree line to like your northeast.
Okay, so I suppose I should I'll head towards the northeast face of the volcano.
Okay.
And I will reroll that stealth check.
So you begin to move, and the Charakas, they stop you from moving as you begin to like make your way down. Like the Fight Club of Charaka and much more powerful like Giralians, and there's a certain demon that Angizan favors, and I forget what it's called, like a Girtabilu or something like that. That's just essentially a giant ape with a mouth on its chest. The 46 stealth check is noted. However, it doesn't look like you'll be able to go that way. You could go down.
Okay.
You could go down to the southern base of the volcano for sure.
So they're gathered around that far face of the volcano because there's a bunch of huge monsters beating the crap out of each other.
It looks more like they're like starting at the center of an arena that you will be in.
Okay. The giant monsters entry?
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna start making a Fight Club arena for you, and you assume the rest of the combatants as they make it to the top of the volcano.
If they're making a fight club over there for me,
Like not for you to move there. Like they are forming the top half of the circle so you don't run off.
so they're hurting me.
Pretty much.
Okay, then I will move south.
Okay.
The perception and that stealth, and I will. What do I do?
What does Cashew do? Cashew gonna go south, down the volcano. Well, not all the way down the volcano, but like a little bit down the volcano. He's gonna be a sneaky boy.
Okay.
Sneaky, spotty boy. And
Yeah, that'll have to be me. I can't. There's nothing else that I can really contribute to my own benefit
Fair enough.
at this point.
Alrighty.
Like I said before, a lot of his skills are very reactionary.
It's not a bad thing.
And I will deafen.
Alrighty.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I guess I should say
Okay.
something. Your turn. 3 actions, 1 movement.
Okay. Well, I haven't thought of a fun thing to do with my third action for like most of this. Sorry, here's stealth to get from here to there.
Okay.
Less than great. There's perception for seeing interesting things as I go from here to here.
Okay. Everything seems to be moving to your south. As a matter of fact, it's kind of like as if you'd gone to a festival and the opening act is about to play and everything is about to kick off and the mob is just moving towards the stage. It's a little difficult for Queblin to like pick his way through without just being picked up by the mob.
Oh, so I'm going this way and there's a whole mob with me.
Going south. They're not following you. They're moving like perpendicular to you.
Okay, so I went from here to here.
Mm-hmm.
And there are things going this way.
Right. In the direction of the volcano.
Oh, so volcano is an interesting spot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right, and it is like here-ish.
Yeah, a little farther down than that, but yeah.
But I smelled a volcano that way, and I never... Okay. See, now I wish I could have taken Stone Tell and I could have communed with the rocks underneath me to tell... Actually, I have Stone Tell as a... Yeah. I'm gonna start talking to the rocks and asking them what they know about the volcano.
Okay. The stone tells you, the big one and the cat prepare to battle at the volcano.
Oh. Queblin will note that. Queblin might be heading towards the volcano later.
Okay.
Also known as taking one down after they hopefully got hurt in a fight. That sounds grand. Thank you, rocks.
You're welcome.
I will pet the rocks.
They don't respond. They don't. This is the first time they've felt that strange and difficult feeling of love.
Because rocks are good.
Because rocks are good.
Alright.
That's all you got. I'm grabbing Donald.
That's all I got.
I'm going to continue going northwest.
Already.
And
You definitely can tell as you move into this square, both in terms of the smell of sulfur, the sound of things burning, that you are approaching a volcano. You can't see it on the horizon because the canopy's too thick, but you can definitely smell it.
Can I have a direction which direction the sulfur odor is coming from?
Just straight north of you.
Okay, so I'm going to proceed for any other hazards while going through the jungle Soul 33.
You can tell the demons and the Charaka and the Gralians and even some of the more sentient dinosaurs are moving in the direction of what you perceive as that volcano. Kind of like not unlike if you're at a concert and the headlining band's about to kick off and everyone's been sitting for a while waiting and now the excitement is here and everyone's going to come watch.
Interesting. So, to figure out what's going on, what type of roll would that be? Sense
motive.
Sense motive?
A 16. You think that a couple of the combatants have found themselves and they're probably going to stumble on each other pretty soon.
Cool. So, I'm going to mentally prepare what these spells I may or may not need to use in the combat up ahead. So,
That all you got for us?
Yep.
Alrighty. Godric can definitely tell as you begin climbing up the tree line that the scent of sulfur is going to overpower the scent of anything around you. You no longer can smell the Charaka. You no longer can even smell yourself unless you're like face to armpit. You could figure it out. And you can also see that like under you and around you in the canopy, things are moving towards your northeast.
What's going on northeast?
Things are moving that direction. It's kind of like being caught at a music festival, and the headlining band's about to go on, and everybody's just moving that direction to watch. Okay, you've moved. Okay, so
all right, I am moving.
You have moved.
Now I need to. Oh, all right.
Things are gonna happen. Some things are gonna happen. Your stealth was 10. So,
gonna stealth. Can I stealth first before
yeah,
I?
yeah, that's fine. You can do that. 21. All right, so we're gonna hold it real quick there. Go ahead and make a perception check though.
Okay, perception check incoming.
Kane, have Cashew make a perception check.
Okie doke.
I don't think a 22 beats Cashew's stealth.
It definitely does not.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
It does not beat the 46.
So now comes out.
35.
Cashew does see Godric moving through the tree line in his direction.
Speaking of, I need to make a climb check.
Yeah, you do. It's a pretty easy one, but you could roll bad. We'll see. Okay, yeah, you're able to kitty through the trees pretty easily. So it's going to come down in such a way that Cashew's going to get a surprise round if he wants to take it. I'm going to move you guys over to the combat map. So the turn order has become you guys, and if it takes 100 rounds, the other two can move. So that's the thing.
Jesus.
If it takes 100 rounds,
Because
okay.
each hex is an hour, right? So that's the best map I could find on semi-short notice here.
There's a giant dead man here.
Yeah, there's a giant dead man here. Pretend he's a dinosaur or something. Or a Baylor.
But, okay,
both.
well, I mean, he's not that big, I guess, if these are the squares we're using.
Yeah.
He's still pretty big, though.
Pretty big dude. Alright, so there's Cashew. I will
Okay.
assume
Now, I
every...
don't know where you are, but I'm up in a tree, like really high up in a tree.
You guys both
Okay.
Oh, wait, he's climbing through the trees too?
are. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll use that as out of game knowledge.
Tim B. Alright. Tim should have line of sight on Godric. And has sight. And this token is controlled.
I definitely have line of sight on myself. I don't know what you mean, but
Controlled by Gahulish. Alright, both of you guys got line of sight?
Yeah, well, I always had line of sight.
Oh, wait, I haven't moved you guys. Yeah, I have. I've totally moved you guys. You guys should see a whole new board now.
Yeah, well, I can see there's a
if by line of sight you mean I can see his things, yeah.
Okay. We're speaking
Yeah,
the same
like-
language. That's relevant.
I always had line of sight. Put me on the board and I
Out
could
of
see it.
character, I know exactly where he is. In character, I haven't got the faintest clue.
Got it. Okay. This board needs to be stretched a little. There we go. Alright.
Oh, stretchy boy.
Stretchy boy. So I'm gonna go ahead and say the other two can unmute real quick so they can watch the fight. Bakchan and Mahogany. So
I suppose I should be a stretchy boy also.
you should be large.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Well, I'm normally large.
Yep, fair enough. That is accurate. Alright, so Queblina and Vivania, if this takes 100 rounds, we'll go back and we'll move you. But they're moving in 6-second increments, whereas you guys are moving in hours. Cashew has a surprise round
So-
if you'd like to
Yeah,
take it.
so unlikely, yeah.
All right.
Assume all the squares you guys are standing in are very, very dense canopy. It'll take some kind of acrobatics or climb check, treat it as difficult terrain.
Then well, I mean, you had me at square up and I moved back, but it doesn't matter because I'm gonna 5 foot in on my surprise round. And
So in a surprise round, you get a move or a standard, not both.
Okay, I will. Can I stay where you put me then?
Yeah, that's fine.
and I'm just gonna hit you. That seems much better.
Flat-footed, hold on.
I was gonna stay up on the volcano and shoot you, but I don't have a bow anymore.
He didn't. He gave it to
Oh,
the...
that's a crit.
Oh, it's a natural
That's
20.
a crit and a crit confirmed.
With a natural 20 to confirm. Holy
Oh
poop.
no! Quick spell. No, it's not. It does normal damage. Oh no.
Are you immune to crits?
He's using Windy Escape as an immediate action.
Oh, so you only take half damage, or?
I take normal damage from the attack instead of assuming it's magic, which I'm assuming it's a magic attack of some sort.
It is a magic mace.
Can we just say that if this wasn't a surprise round, also, the second attack would have probably been a critical hit?
Yeah.
Oh. Agent of Fate.
Yeah. Agent of Fate. Then you only take 27 damage.
Okay, so that's the end of Cashew's surprise round, and then top of the initiative relevant to the board is, I think it's Godric, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Godric, you're on.
Yeah.
Cashew has dropped out of stealth and has hit you in the face with his mace, and you ghosted out a
Yeah.
little bit.
So, ow.
Bad kitty.
You're there now. I see you. All right. I think I am going to back away from him and use my boots to fly. I'm thinking I can go a little higher than he can, so yeah, let me fly up and away from him.
Not so fast, little cat.
Does a 32 hit your new AC?
Nope.
It does not.
Damn.
My AC currently against this attack is 35.
35.
Okay, so he swings wide.
And the reason for that is I get a +4 bonus for mobility,
Yeah.
because attack of opportunity, and a +4 bonus for just out of reach, which is when you're attacking from more than 5 feet away from me with a physical attack.
Seems good. Okay, so how far are you moving?
60 feet up.
Then it will provoke. You're at the 10-foot mark. It should provoke one additional time.
Oh, okay. Do you have a second?
If Cashew has combat reflexes, it provokes one more time. Also, you can't.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Yeah, 'cause
You'll-
he has to have it for
Shadow Dancer. Which makes
33. He goes wide again.
Nope. Not almost. Almost. It was close.
sense. So I'm seeing 15 feet away and 15 feet up.
That's fine then. Oh,
Okay.
that's all I did that turn. Just get the hell away from me.
Fair enough. Cashew, what's up?
How far up is he?
He is 15 feet away, 15 feet up in a diagonal line.
Yeah, I'll double move. I'll get 20 foot up the street.
Okay, sure. Tim, what you got?
I'm going to quick cast shield,
Sure.
and I am going to cast mirror image on myself. All right, so there are 7 me's now.
Right.
And that is pretty much my full round action. I still have a movement action because of haste, right?
That is correct. And you haven't moved anyway, so.
Well, yeah, but I had to take... Well, yeah, that's right, because I haven't used my movement action, because I used the quick action and then my standard. So I am going to move up another 25 and 1 back.
Okay, gotcha.
And then that is the end of my turn.
All right, Kane, what's Cash you got?
I'm gonna acrobatics down this tree.
Okay,
That was a waste of a round for me.
fair enough. So back down to where you came from.
Yep.
Okay, sure.
28.
So you've moved 40 feet up. You treat the fall.
20.
You moved 20 twice because you double moved. Oh
No, I
no,
can
no,
only-
yeah, you're right. Okay, so then the acrobatics is successful, and you treat it as if you fell 10 feet. So you'd fall prone if you take damage, and you'll take damage.
It's an intentional fall, so it also makes the first 10 feet non-lethal.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, you only fall prone if you take lethal damage.
Okay, so 2 non-lethal damage.
Okay. And then I'm gonna stealth.
Okay, understood.
That's gonna be a thing that's gonna happen. I'm gonna wait out that mirror image.
Alright, make the stealth check.
Whoops! Take that first one.
I will, yeah. So you got a 37, and again, the smell of sulfur is too strong to pinpoint him with scent, even if he's right on top of you. So what happens next is we've got ourselves a bit of a standoff now. How long does mirror image last?
Minute per level.
So he's got 12 minutes. He's got 120 rounds.
So we can actually probably move. We can check in on the other two.
Is that
If
okay
I'm-
with you, Tim?
Sure, why not?
All right, fair enough. Here we go.
Unless you have a way to pinpoint me.
Hold on, let me check something real quick.
I
He
might
could
just-
not 20 his perception,
Yeah, but that doesn't. You can't crit a skill check.
right? And yeah, he would get not 37.
Yeah, I've already nat 20'd my perception a few times,
Yeah,
and
he
it's
has.
not high enough.
He's killing it.
Yeah.
Cheat
Unfortunately,
codes
his stealth is not. I mean, his perception is not quite so good.
Yeah, go ahead and check in with them. I'm gonna take a look and see what my options are here.
Sure, we can do that, and then it will pass to. We're gonna just start the initiative over at Queblin. What's Queblin got? More people are moving towards the south.
Okay. No, I was supposed to...
I see.
Yeah. You saw my main goal, right?
Yeah.
Normal 2 rolls.
Okay. The stealth is noted. The perception indicates that, again, it's just like people are moving towards.
Yeah.
You're definitely aware of that volcano now.
Cool. All right. On the way down, I will eat some disgust.
You will eat some disgust. I'm assuming
I'm
at this
good.
point, because we've rested, everybody's had some disgust to eat. You're just the only one flavoring the eating chaotic evil petitioners. Donald, what's up?
I go to the volcano or the area close by it, following
So-
the trail northward.
Got it. So you move there, and at the point where you end up, you can tell that you don't necessarily have to climb a tree to continue forward, but it's not unlike if one imagines, the third time I've flavor texted this, like a giant zit growing out of the ground, and the lava is the pus, and the trees are the hair on that gigantic zit just growing out. The trees move all the way up the volcano, but the lava
Is it-
also goes through the floor in such a way that to move farther, like closer to the volcano, you're gonna need some means of magical flight, or you're gonna need to go up into the canopy.
I have wings, so I
That
can.
also works.
So I use my bloodline power, so I can fly up to maximum 12 minutes. So would that be enough to get close by?
No, because each square is an hour, so it's not very far.
Okay,
at all.
then I would go through the canopy then to get closer.
You can certainly fly up to the canopy without having to make a roll or anything. You can just kind of.
Okay, I fly up to the canopy and then use the canopy to cross the distance.
Okay, so we'll need an acrobatics or climb check.
Okay, acrobatics then. And acrobatics is something I am pretty good at, oddly enough.
Good, good, good. Otherwise, it spells your doom. Lava hurts. A 30 is more than good enough. You backflip and judo jump all over the place. You're able to. You think you can maintain your footing pretty well, along with several other like Charuka and demons of all shapes and sizes that are beginning to like fight club around an area where you assume that, according to that chitin, where some of your fellow finalists are fighting. Anywho, I've seen 2 actions from you. I've seen 1 action from you. And
I
growing your
climbed up,
wings.
climbed up, and then move closer to the fight.
Okay, fair enough.
And that's all.
So then, unless either of you has something else to do,
If he's not going to be attacking me, I'm going to go ahead and heal up.
seems good.
So let me go back to that.
I'm gonna try something.
Okay, sure. So we'll call it initiative, and we'll say that Godric has used a standard action.
Craft rope.
Perhaps knowledge nature, survival would work.
Let's try.
Use rope from
survival.
3-5. Now's the time.
I'm gonna make a survival check and hope for the best.
Sure, alrighty.
21.
You can shoehorn together a simple rope, yeah.
Well, it's a slip knot on the end of a rope.
I'm okay with it. You made a lasso.
A lasso that I'm not proficient with.
She was an agent of Wonder Woman!
And I'm gonna spend a full round to cast large person. I'm gonna break line of sight before I do it.
Are you casting a large person on yourself?
Yes. Well, I'm not gonna cast it on you.
I just wanted to make sure.
I mean, it would technically make you easier to hit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break line of sight.
So while
Use that stealth.
while
I'm not
that's-
hiding in plain sight, but you can't see me straight on. If you move around, you might just bumble into him, though.
So while that's happening, Godric casts Long Arm, because you've done more than 1 standard action.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm
Alright.
gonna put this bad boy back on initiative, with not
Yeah,
a bajillion actions.
put it back on initiative because I do have plans.
Godric.
I came up with a whole strategy for this battle. While they were doing their thing, I'm going to start casting light in areas, trying to find him.
Alright, sure.
And he is really freaking huge and has a massive negative to stealth
I do not.
He doesn't.
when I cast light in that area.
Okay, but you don't know where he is, so you're.
I know. That's why I have to continually cast it until I find him.
Fair enough.
So I'm going to cast it once per turn until I find him.
Already.
And he's freaking huge, so there's a decent chance that I find him.
Yeah.
What, you think like percentage chance or something?
I'm thinking. Well, you see him on the board. Otherwise, we're playing Battleship. I'm not percentage dice. I'm thinking it needs to be that you pick a square, but you see him, so we can't metagame.
Right. That's why I was
that
like,
becomes
it
the
needs
issue.
to be some kind of.
Needs some kind of random needs. Well, first make the perception check to see if you see him in the first place. I don't think you can. Yeah, no,
Not as is.
A
No,
natural,
that's why
a
I
natural
have
20
to
is
do
a 29 for you. So yeah, he's.
Yeah, that's why I need to cast the light so that instead of not having any negatives, he gains the negative when the light is cast on him.
That's
So
fair.
what negatives do I gain when he casts light on me?
None.
Because I don't take size penalties.
Yeah.
No, you do. That's my point.
He doesn't.
No, I
he
don't.
doesn't because he's an ogre, and there's a feat
I have
for ogres.
I have a feat.
Read
for
it again. Read that
There's a
ability
feat.
again.
Oh my God, you're right. Yeah, no, it's
What?
no. That Night Stalker only works when I'm in the dark or when I'm in areas of dim light.
Oh. Alrighty. Yeah. That.
I don't even have to reread it. I just remember that shit.
As I said, I have a plan.
Okay.
That's
Well.
a good thing I still got like 19 gloom sticks.
Yeah. Yeah. So okay, I'm gonna say he needs a 50 or higher to find Cashew.
Okay.
45. Okay.
All right, so I didn't find Cashew with my first turn, so it can go back to Cashew.
All right, Cashew, what you got?
You're still however many feet up.
And I'm guessing you gleaned my idea based on me casting light within like 10 feet of you, and you're like, oh shit!
So we've got like 15 minutes before Kane and Donald and I. Actually, we probably have like 10 minutes before Kane and Donald and I need to excuse ourselves for a house divided. So
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
let's try to kick this in the
We'll
butt.
just skip a house divided this week.
I'm kind of tempted.
Okay. So how would a full attack with a lasso even work?
It's a exotic weapon. You take a -4. It's like
Yeah, I know. I'm still hitting his touch AC with a lasso though.
Mm.
I don't know. Let's see if it works for starters. All right. So I'm gonna hide. Well, I'll just use it. I'm hiding as part of a move action, and then as a standard, I will throw a gloom stick behind you.
Okay. Make that.
So
touch
like
attack.
over here, the 5 AC touch attack.
Mhm.
Okay.
You've got it's in your second range increment, so you take a -2. But
AC 7.
it's relevant. Never mind, you've done it.
We.
Was I able to see that gloomstick being thrown with that perception check?
Yeah, you would see the gloom stick. You can't extrapolate the arc to like, oh, he's there, but you definitely see a gloom stick go through the air and end up like behind you.
Right, but I saw it like pass over, so I know he's in that general direction.
That's fair. Anyway, is that all you got, Kane?
It's a move in the standard as far as I know.
All right, what's up, Tim?
I am going to cast light again.
Okay.
So hopefully it'll be slightly higher than 50 since I saw what general direction he was in.
How high off the ground are you? Okay, so I'm still gonna roll percentage dice for the light. You have a general direction, but you don't know a square. This time it does. It doesn't contact Cashew because you don't know to hit him,
Right.
but it does contact a square in his area.
All right. So now I have to roll a perception to see if I can see him with all the negatives that he would normally get.
Minus
Now
8,
there's
so
a chance.
it's a 30.
Which is
Oh, it's still at 30?
just out of your reach.
Oh God! I was really hoping that would work. Okay.
It was very close.
I'm just a little too sneaky for a big fat guy.
Just right there. So I'm gonna draw the light on the board because it's relevant to Cashew. It's 20 foot, so it contacts. I'm gonna say right here.
Cashew definitely has this look on his face, just like plastered up against the far side of a really big tree, like, oh my god.
Anyway, is that what you got, Tim?
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna work. I think I have to just bite the bullet and lose my mirror image.
It's kind of an awkward drawing of light, but you guys get it. Cashew, what's up?
Okay, so where are the light? Oh, okay, where's the effect from the gloom stick?
The effect from the gloom stick should probably have been black. It's here. And like back, and so it extends a little bit into there as well. So there's a weird divide by 0 in the middle.
Okay. I'm gonna standard action teleport here.
Okay.
Yep. And then as a move action, hide.
Okay.
And I'm gonna keep rolling these stealth checks because I could roll real bad, and then you'll be able to see me.
Yeah, that's true. So let's get the stealth check before the gloom stick.
Yeah, I'm going through the small text. 45.
Nope, no chance.
I'm definitely in the dark again.
All right.
So where does the gloom stick land, Kane?
So what kind of light is generated by the light spell?
The light level is increased by 1 step, I think.
From
You're from dim light to
normal light?
Normal light, yeah.
Alright, then I will throw it right here in between his 2 light spells.
Okay, fair enough.
And the gloom stick reduces light by 1 level, so go back down to dim light.
It essentially negates it. How long does the gloom stick last?
1 minute.
Okay, so it negates it for a little while, and then they stay on the board. Go ahead and make that attack roll as I draw it. I'm sure you make it, but...
What? Oh, to throw it. Okay.
Yeah, and you don't see him, so there's no provocation. Okay,
I
so...
fumbled, but that's still a 13.
And you did fumble.
Well, yeah.
So
but
what
that means
what happens?
it goes somewhere.
It lands
Roll a d8.
slightly to the right.
Yeah, you start at the bottom and count clockwise.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, Godric, what you got before we run over to a house divided?
All right. I am going to cast Greater Stunning Barrier.
Kane, you're on. What's Cash you got for us?
Okay, does
Godric, you know what number? You know how you're what I gotta hit to bang you through a mirror image?
You have a 1 in 7 chance of hitting me.
Cash, you're gonna try and lasso you.
So yeah, just roll a d7, and on a 7 you'll hit me.
All right, Kane.
Okie
You got this. No pressure.
It's 1d20 plus, I think 9 against your touch AC, and it's not very good. That non-proficiency bonus hurts. 1d7. Whoop! Oh, 1 shy.
Oh, boo.
Woof.
Wolf on both.
Okay.
Well, does the 12 hit his touch?
Or is it?
No, it doesn't even. A 12 does not hit my touch.
Okay. Does it get within 5?
Nor is it within 5? No.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
My touch is in the 20s.
Woof.
Fair enough. Alrighty. So that Cashew's made an attack. Cashew is unstealthed.
Yep.
Okay.
It is a ranged touch attack. Can I re-stealth?
That's fair. Yeah, it's a ranged attack. You take that neg 20.
I will, sir. Still a plus 10. 22.
Alright, let's get that perception. Godric.
No, I do not see you.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, a big vine lasso comes out of the shadows, but you have no idea where it came from.
Not the foggiest. It is your turn, though, if Kane is done.
Okay. Okay, so it's my turn. Let's see. I am going to cast defensively a spell called Mind Fog. I will not tell you what that does.
Well, I need to know. Hey.
You can look it up, but I can't say it out loud.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, you make a good point. I don't know all this magic stuff.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look it up. Like I said, I'm giving you the same good faith me and Covert had when the Rocktopus and Cashew did it out.
It covered up this much space. It's actually slightly more than that, but it's roughly that much space.
That's a mean
Okay.
one.
Do I need to make a save?
You do need to make a will save.
Okay. Is this an enchantment?
Yes.
Okay, that's important for me because I have slippery mind this level.
Fair enough.
What? Would help if I knew what my will save was.
Yeah, it's relevant.
There it is. Whoop.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
Oh no!
You don't notice any immediate effects.
That's really bad.
It's not good. Yeah, I see what it does. You.
But there are no immediate effects. It doesn't seem to really affect you.
That's fair. Okay.
Oh, no.
You would see a thin fog does kind of. It doesn't hamper your vision too much, but it's there and it spreads out.
Yeah, it's just sort of there. It's like heat. You know, when you can kind of see the heat, but you can see through it.
Okay. So.
And then as a move action, well, actually, I'm gonna go on the defensive as a move action.
Oh, you need to roll to cast that defensively, my dude.
Oh, you're right, I do.
It's a level 5 spell, so you need to get a 25? Yeah.
And that is.
There's been 2 natural ones in a row. I might get lucky.
You
Yeah,
want,
but I've got like a plus 18 to it, right?
Yeah, it's just D20 plus caster level plus. That's it.
Casting stat modifier.
Oh, okay, plus mod. Fair enough.
So 14 plus 18 is way more than 25.
Yeah, that would beat it. Fair enough.
Okay, and then it's back to your turn.
Okay.
Oh, actually, as a move action, instead of going defensively, I'm going to release my mirror image.
Okay.
Okay.
Mirror image is ended as a free action.
All right.
I don't know what your game is, Tim, but alright.
Yeah, neither do I. But I have a question. It doesn't really matter now. I'm still going to ask it because I don't have to ask you if Cashew counts as an area effect. If I teleport above the sorcerer and then fall on top of him.
I'm going to say no.
Yeah, of course you are. I want to say he'd get a reflex to dodge you, and we'd treat it as, like, fine stats for falling rocks, I guess.
Yeah, a huge size falling object.
Yeah, seems good.
I feel like it wouldn't be very effective.
It would if I took you to the ground with me. Yeah. I'm gonna try that. Because you said you were high up in the air, right? I don't know if I can reach you.
No, we're like right next to each other. You're right behind me.
I don't know. I really like the idea of falling on you now.
It's pretty good.
Just hit me. You're like right next to me.
Okay, Mr. Bossy Pants.
Here comes the stick.
Does a 31 and a 33 hit you?
The 33 does, the 31 does not.
Curse.
Okay.
That's
So you're gonna deal
4 points of damage.
24 points of bludgeoning damage. Okay.
Sure.
And then you get to roll a will save minus 10.
Well, what's he rolling the will save for now?
Stun.
Stun why?
Stun because stunning barrier on me.
Yes.
round.
That's right. Last round was a few days ago.
Minus 10 is 6 plus your...
No, that's already with the minus 10. My will bonus is 10.
Oh,
Then not even close. Which means you are stunned for I think it's just 1 round. Let me recheck that. Okay, you are stunned for 1 round.
Okay.
okay.
And that means no actions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you take some penalties, but you drop your flail. You can't take actions. You take a -2 to your AC and lose your dex bonus.
You drop your flail, and by the way, you are like really high up in the trees right now, so
if there's,
bye flail.
Yeah, you make a point. I was gonna say if there's enough ground to support Cashew, there's enough ground to support a flail. I'm gonna roll percentage dice though. Higher than 50 is in Kane's favor. Cashew's initiative fate. Okay.
There you go.
The flail wraps around.
It got caught up in a tree branch somewhere. Okay. All right, and it's my turn. I am going to quick cast Truth Strike then, and then I am going to cast Force Punch on him. force punch and attack him.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, so it's plus 20 plus 13, so like 39.
Real big.
I'm assuming 39 hits. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Okay. I need you to make 2 fortitude saves.
Oh, this could be as bad.
There's no minus 10 on this one, sadly.
Yeah, my fog's only to will saves.
Yeah. But the first one is going to be entangle, and damn it, you got entangled, but you didn't get stunned. Oh, that sucks. Alright, and then I'm going to do my damage, which is 10d4 plus a d6 plus another d6.
My body. You have struck my body.
Your body. And one more. And one more again. What are you doing? Is there exploding dice in play?
31 points of damage, and then 1 point of the other kind of damage, the non-lethal variant of that. Okay, and then you miss your next turn because you're stunned.
Correct.
And then it'll go back to me, and I will hit you again. So 23 plus 13 is.
Is this the whole with the spells
36.
again?
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole thing again.
So you're casting Force Punch and you're casting Quick and True Strike.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 36 this time.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the second 2 fortitude saves. The second one is paralysis.
Can you be double entangled?
I don't think you can, but somehow he is.
I am double stuck, but still not paralyzed.
That's the important one.
Ow!
Oh man, that's a lot of 4s. Holy crap.
Stop punching me.
And okay, 3 points of non-lethal damage and 37 points of damage.
Cashew is not dead yet, but he kind of wishes he was.
And it's your turn.
Cashew falls off the tree. And...
Oh, he's bound to the ground. Oh no, that's kineticist. Never mind.
Nah, well, I
Different
couldn't
thing.
because I'm up in the tree already.
Is Cashew dying?
No. He begins to fall off the tree and then disappears into wisps of shadow and reappears in the air above you.
Oh, I see. Alright, so let's get a reflex save from Godric, I suppose. DC what, even?
It's a DC 15 for half damage.
Okay, fair enough. If you have a number, I'll go with it. I was gonna be like, make an attack roll?
It's a DC 15 if he knows about it.
He probably knows about it. Well,
Dude, does he? No, does he?
Does he? Does he, Kane?
Does he?
If he is aware of the object, I put the rules in the Discord.
Oh, thank you, man. Godric, make a perception check.
Oh god. Okay.
Do I need to make another stealth check?
If you would like.
I think I would.
Just shadow dance into his face.
I think it's a touch attack. Because I don't have to hit him through his armor, I'm just falling on him.
That's fair.
And how far above me are you when you're falling?
As far as I can get.
Oh god.
Okay.
Okay, so that's here comes a
So-
D6.
If you
10 feet.
know
He's falling 10 feet.
Okay.
Ah, weak.
I'm pretty sure you missed me.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, that didn't hit his touch. So then does Cashew just belly flop next to Godric? So you can make an acrobatics check to decrease the damage.
How many d6 am I taking? Just tell me.
You'll take 1d6. You're falling 10 feet.
No, it's 10 feet on top of however high up in the tree I was.
Well, you don't, like... I can put more damage on you if you'd like.
I'm trying not to cheat here, because I know I had to climb this tree to get up to where Godric is.
Did you want to fall to the very bottom of the tree?
Can I not fall to the bottom of the
Yeah,
tree?
you can like, just kind of lean over and then dimension door up and, like, Nightcrawler him.
Okay. Do you want to check for that, then?
Yeah, you take
Or,
you take a d6 of damage without the acrobatics check.
Okay.
Which, do you add more than... You pass. You're good.
Oh, I rolled a 2.
You're good enough. You take no damage to land on your feet. And Godric...
Okay.
Also, before Tim goes, really quickly, I'm gonna... This little... We don't use black. Let's use cyan. Like, we'll say right here. Cashew's flail.
Okay.
Okay, I am provoking an attack of opportunity to cast a spell, so go ahead and get that. Although, are you like, no, because you did acrobatics and it was less than 10 feet.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Is Cashew armed right now? Does he have improved unarmed strike or a natural attack?
I mean, you'd think I would, but I don't.
I'm looking at those
Oh.
claws.
Oh yeah, do you have you don't have a natural attack at all?
No, I don't think ogres have natural attacks.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I cast Aboleth's Lung on you, and you need to make a will save.
Which you take a -10 on.
Do I?
Yeah, you're in the minor fog still.
Is the DC higher than 20?
Yes.
No, I can't make it then.
You can
You can
critically
crit.
succeed.
You can crit.
You got this, Kane. I'm not showing favoritism.
Nope.
He almost had it.
Ooh, that was really close, but now you can't breathe.
That's how that's long.
For the next 11 hours, you can't breathe.
All right.
So you've got your Constitution time left to live.
Hang on, let me see.
Sorry about that.
Let me see if he gets a save every round. Because that's the only thing that would stop it. Okay, yeah, so it's... For the next 12 hours, he can't breathe, and that does kill Cashew. Unless Cashew has some means of re-rolling a will save, because there's not a, like, save every round.
Is there...
At this point, you can take me with you.
That's true. There's
Yeah,
nothing
you
stopping
can
you from
probably
fighting.
find like a pond of water, but you'll have to take me out and then go find it. In the number of Constitution rounds you have.
Twice over. Unless, well, if he's taking
Yeah.
a standard action, then he's using double the rate. So what's Cashew's con mod?
After that blight burn, 12.
12. So he has 24 or 12 rounds, and I think it's his turn. You could take him with you.
It's his turn. Yep, you can take me with you.
Oh, are you real low on hit points?
I'm not too badly hurt right now.
Can I reach you?
He had to touch
Yeah, you're like you like fell right next to me.
Okay. I'm gonna make a combat maneuver check.
Sure. Are you proficient?
Do I have improved unarmed strike? No. I'm gonna grapple him.
So it provokes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can go ahead and attempt to hit him. I don't think I will, but
Now you guys gotta start believing in yourselves. Believe in the power of friendship. As you're actively PvPing each
As
other.
we're trying to murder each other. I'm afraid no, that does not hit me.
Alrighty.
So you are grappled.
You gotta roll the CMB, Kane. Oh, you did.
It's
you
right
did, you
there.
did. Fair enough. There's a 34.
oh, okay. 34. My against my CMD.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I would be grappled. Hold on for a second, because I think that means he gets stunned again.
This stunning barrier, not discharge. It's for
Stunning barrier lasts
1 round per level or until discharged. So
yeah, and it takes 11 discharges for it to go off,
what?
because it's greater.
Oh.
It's greater, not normal stunning barrier. So I've
Fair
got
enough.
11 discharges.
You get 12. You're level 12.
No, because I'm only a level 11 caster.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, never mind then. Oh, Cashew is stunned. Cashew cannot maintain the grapple.
Well, he gets his wisdom save. He can roll a 20.
What's the DC?
Roll a 20.
For a first level spell?
It's a 3rd level spell.
Oh, right, because it's greater. 12.
All right. So you're stunned again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I believe that makes it my turn. Also, you're down to 22 turns.
As if that's relevant.
It is kind of.
Yeah, it could be relevant. Alright, what you got, Tim?
All right, that was my first attack plus 20. I'm doing the same thing.
Okay.
Also, two fortitude saves again.
Oh.
Again, this. Oh, and you're paralyzed.
It doesn't matter, I'm dead.
Oh, are you? Okay.
I had 15 hit points left.
It's a lot of kinds of paralyzed.
Oh, wow. Okay. Sweet. I really didn't think that would go so well.
You did it.
No, I was pretty hurt when we started.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty, so Cashew falls out of the tree as Godric, like, I guess just goes for the... He's a cat. He goes for, like, the throat and rips it out, and he falls to the ground. Rather than Cashew getting Charukad, Cashew's body is descended on by the flora and fauna of Avath Kor that just rips him utterly asunder. Godric definitely sees all of Cashew's magic items and anything shiny he might have been carrying just broken into bits and pieces or stolen by the Charukad. Like, you see like 4 or 5 littler ones trying to like drag off Cashew's flail. It's not going so well for him, but they're gonna pull it off somehow, and then here comes the now Feshnin and just breaks them. Kane, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Cashew was an agent of fate.
I was supposed to go in the first round!
You were, but you are an agent of fate. Alright. So since the other 2 guys are here,
before like all of that ends, I'm gonna go ahead and heal myself real quick with
Sure.
my thing. So that's a bunch of D6. It'll probably only take 1 cast.
Alrighty, let's
What is the I forget how much is cure critical wounds again?
48.
Yeah, it's 48 plus like 15, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what we said.
Wow, it's plus caster level 2.
No, plus 10. It was 48 plus 10.
Okay. So while he's doing that, let's bump over to...
I'm gonna miss Cashew.
I'm gonna miss Cashew too. He
I
was an
am
agent.
going to miss him.
Let's see what we got here.
Cashew will return.
I'm gonna put it
And
to...
full health.
Yes.
I'm gonna put it to Queblin, I believe. Yeah, I'll put it to Queblin. I will delete this token. And then there were 3. Alright. So... I think I need to ask you guys to mute again. Yeah, because now we're back in...
Okay.
The hunt has returned. If your name is not Levi Angel, mute your stuff. I think it
doesn't matter.
Kane's fine. Kane can hang out. Kane can be the inside man.
Okay, but may I say one quick thing before I go? Mind Fog for the win. That was an awesome spell
That's a
choice.
very good spell. I was unaware of that.
Me and that fumble in that save, man. That was brutal.
I'm so surprised how effective Aberrant Lung is. I knew of this spell, but never actually seen it being used.
I've never seen it used either, because usually you just hold person, because that way it didn't take like 50 rounds.
It's real
Yeah.
good. Aboleth Lung is a carryover from 3.5. It's a real good spell.
I've been hit by an aboleth before. I've had the ability to breathe water but not air because of an aboleth.
Yeah, I
but
wanted to
never-
at least take him out with me. I thought he was going to win, so I was going to do Aboleths, so that even if I lost, he was going to go down with me.
There's actually a poison based around Aboleth Lung. You can hit someone with it, and it does the same thing.
Nice. Alright, I am going to deafen and then probably go to the restroom, so I'll see you in a little bit.
Alright, good to know. Alright, Donald, can you hear me? I hope you... I should just check Discord. What am I doing?
Let me double check.
Alright, cool. Just you. Alright, what you got, my man?
Yeah.
You know the drill. 3
Alright.
actions.
Okay, so can I be back to the map?
You should be... Oh, sorry. I forget that you guys are players. There you go.
Yeah. Alright. So let's see. Can you... I saw the volcano at some point. Can you ping where it was?
It was to your southeast.
Okay. So, I'm thinking... Do I have a vague idea of how close I am?
Yeah, you're probably about an hour or so away.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, because this is a hex. So I can just move southeast, right?
That is correct.
Oh, okay. So let's see. I know for sure stealth perception.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get a bonus to stealth if I, like, go through with just my head popping out of the ground?
Yeah, it's like cover. You'd have a +4.
Okay. Because that seems good.
Yeah, seems hilarious.
I love being a Great Cubalt. It's a good time.
It's real good. It's so good.
Okay. And Other things, honestly, not really. Just like being wary to start a fight at any point.
Sure. Did you want to roll that stealth check?
Yeah, I do. Actually, the specific would be putting 2 points into my... I can't remember the name of the exact thing, but it lets me use burn at a later point.
Gather power?
No. It's like I take 2 burn right now, and I can spend those burn later on in the day.
Okay, fair enough. Understood. And you move southeast.
Oh, right, and I have a +4, so...
Okay, that's pretty good. Remember that number if you would, and do you have anything else you want to do?
The perception.
Okay.
As a just good coverall.
The 23. You hear the sounds of Charka and demons howling in
And
rapture as...
I can... Did I already move once? Or
You did, I moved you. Whoa, too far!
Oh, you moved me. You moved me, sorry.
You hear Charka and demons just, like, in fits of demonic joy. You hear the sounds of the jungle being tore apart and tearing humanoid flesh apart as well. You get kind of the feeling that whatever was going on there might be over, and you're walking in on, like, the end stages of it.
Ah.
You're gonna show up late to the after party.
I mean, honestly, like, that's pretty great for Queblin.
Yeah, that seems good.
All he has to do is survive as the, like, disease kills his foes.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know that they're, like, almost... Like, there seems to be a real good chance they're gonna die from that if I just let him to it. But Queblin hasn't seen them since, so doesn't actually know that they're full-on sick.
That's fair.
So I've been playing under the assumption that he does not know that.
Okay. I understand.
Okay.
That all you got for me?
Yep, I'm golden and...
Alright, we're grabbing Donald. Oh, he said death, and then he died. That's sad. Alrighty. You're here. So an hour passes. The Nalfeshni and the Baylors and the Charaka and the dinosaurs and well and truly the trees themselves tear Cashew's body to nothing. It gets really quiet.
Okay, well, that was terrifying. Yeah, I was worried there for a minute. Alright, so what am I doing now?
It's your turn. We're back on the overland map.
Right. Okay. I'm going to... Well, I can't keep flying because that's... so I guess I will continue climbing in the tree. The trees go all the way up the mountain, right?
Mm-hmm, they do.
Okay. I'm gonna continue in the trees, and I'm gonna head
Understood.
that away, and then I'm gonna do a perception check. Okay, there's my perception.
21. After the hour passes, all of the beasts of where you're at just kind of dissipate, and it gets really quiet. Like, kind of like unearthly, so you expect to turn the corner and see nature tear everything to pieces. This time it's not happening. You definitely, from where you're at, you reach the top of the volcano. The trees go all the way up around, like, the top. They don't go inside it, but all the way around the top. You can see, from where you are, at the top of the volcano, you do reach the top of the tree line. You see, like, just miles and miles and miles and miles of jungle, and you see these vines coming vertically off the top of the trees and just, like, straight up, and as your eyes follow them up, you gaze upon what, like, essentially almost is, like, the superhighway of wherever it is that you are. Several Charka and bigger, scarier simian creatures climb these vines, and where you would expect to see clouds, you see another jungle, as if you were in a canyon, but your gravity was orienting to the wall of the canyon, not the floor. In addition, several flying creatures make their way all the way around the place.
Okay. And then I think that's it for me, so...
Alrighty. I'm gonna try to grab Donald.
Okay, so unless if anything else interesting happened, I move up north. So, does anything interesting happen?
You begin From where you're at, you definitely need to be in the tree line. I think you'd made the acrobatics check as well. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I made the necessary roll last time,
So
so...
go ahead and give me another acrobatics check if you would to move through the trees, because there are definitely some points where Vivania has to like do a bunch of jumps and stuff to clear the distance.
38, natural 20.
Boom! Yeah, that's amazing. You do it. You pull it off. You begin your ascent up the volcano.
So anything else interesting happens while climbing the volcano?
Not really. It's really, really quiet, actually. You hear the sounds of, like, demons and Charika and all the creatures of Avathkor celebrating, exulting, feasting, and then it gets just dead quiet.
Yeah, interesting. If that is all, then go to the next person's turn.
Okay. In that case... Alright, so... I should note, as you're moving through the ground, as you begin, Queblin, making your way well and truly up the side of this volcano, it becomes rapidly apparent to your eyes, popping up over the top, that there's more lava than there is ground. And, like, as you make your way up, you think you're going to have to try to pull yourself into the tree line to stay relevant. Of course, there's nothing stopping you from just going under the lava, then it's the matter of coming up.
Yeah, that's understandable. So for the first thing, I want to kind of go up the trees and, like, just go up to trees and, like, take a look around to see if I spot anyone.
Okay, sure.
Can I just take 10 on this perception? Because there's no one directly around me.
You might be fine.
So that's a... Oh, do you want me to roll then?
Yeah.
Can do. Glad I didn't
so
take 10.
You see, I'm gonna throw a D100 at the board. We'll see what you see. Okay, yeah, you see a giant arm dragged down the side of the volcano, like as Charika begin moving through the trees, Tarzan style, and it kind of just like it contacts the lava and the knuckles and like tops of the fingers of what you assume was Cashew's arm.
Okay.
Dragged away. You also see like 5 or 6 Charikot trying, or no, you see a Nalfeshni that has like a bit of his flail wrapped around its arm in such a way that he's got a weird improvised weapon. You can assume this means Cashew is dead.
Okay, that seems... Yeah. Like, dead or like... No, based on how they do it, yeah. Okay. So, Cashew died, and the rocks earlier told me that he was fighting the cat.
Mm-hmm.
So my assumption is the cat is alive and the cat was here, but I have no good way of knowing which way the cat went, per se. So what should I do to look for where the battle scene was? Like, more specifically, I'm going to start by looking for Cashew's corpse.
Okay, sure. You can assume...
Well, blood spot. Like...
Yeah. You can assume based on, like, the direction that the bits of Cashew you see are being dragged that it's farther up the volcano.
Okay. So I'm going to fly that way because I don't want to burn myself.
Sure.
And I don't know how to get to it without burning myself.
Okay. Can you fly indefinitely?
Yeah, it's just constantly.
Okay, gotcha. Because each hex is an hour.
Glide.
Fair enough. Okay, understood.
Okay. So which direction would be up? Or are you just going to move me up to the volcano?
It could be... there are several paths going up. You could be... You could either go on the board straight to your right, or you could go like diagonal at like your 5 o'clock.
Okay. Just because I've been going south so far, oh, you know where I was trying, right?
Yeah, I see what you meant. Okay,
Did I move to...
You did, I see you move. Okay, so really quickly, you can make a stealth check as you move, but you no longer have that earth glide Go ahead and roll
Right.
it. Go ahead and roll a stealth check. 25. Oh,
Not great.
not great. All right, sit tight. Here we go.
So, am I...
Donald,
moving or-
Donald, have Vivania make a perception check. Boom. Okay. Yeah, you see real good. As you like sit in your spot in the tree, making your way up the volcano, you see Queblin try to be like he's trying to use the principles of earth gliding as he's flying. It doesn't quite pan out for him in such a way that you are definitely able to figure out where he's at, and the next fight will be Queblin versus Vivania.
The cat have to die. We have to take him, put him over fire, and then cook him.
Delish.
Well, I'm playing a non-Kusan Mystery the Pain.
And I respect the drow.
Well,
So-
everything
and
will...
the cat was annoying me. The cat wouldn't leave me alone, and it made me uncomfortable, so the cat should die.
Well, everything will surface race should be put over fire and be eaten, as they are evil to drow.
Sure. All right, Donald. Speaking of Donald, it is Vivania's turn. Queblin and Vivania act on the same initiative. But I'm going to bump to Godric real quick, and then it'll come back to you two. All right, man.
Hello.
What you got?
I don't know. That was interesting. They were both talking there for a minute. What's
Oh,
going
they
on?
were? They were. I don't know. I don't know anything.
Yeah, no, okay.
I'll tell you that I accidentally put What Is Love on when I went to the battle map. That was not the best. Anyway, what you got,
Okay.
man?
I am going to move. Somehow my clicker thing.
No,
got-
you're set on making a thing. Okay, understood.
Okay. I'm gonna move there, and then I'm going to do my perception roll.
All right.
Which was real low, but okay.
You don't see a whole lot of much. You make your way down the volcano, back down to like where you don't have to be in the trees if you don't want to be.
Nope. I prefer to be in the trees.
Fair enough. Alrighty.
And on to them, I guess.
Alrighty.
Check.
All right, guys. I'm gonna just say it's real hard to not metagame when I have to untag you both at once. Anyway, what you got, gentlemen?
We're going to wait for the cat folk to come to us, or we are going to find the cat folk. Which of the two is the easier plan to follow through on?
That would depend on you guys, I'd say.
Hey, like, I talked to the rocks this morning in game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, because that would be good.
Also, like
But
on a volcano, there's a lot of rocks you could talk to.
But the problem is that only lasts minutes per level, and that's from Svirfneblin.
Oh, sure.
That's long gone.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise, I would totally talk to the rocks to find out. But
That's fair.
Let's
Actually,
see.
you would be able to tell Queblin now that you've caught up with Vivania. It's worth noting, like bits of her hair has fallen out. She's got real gross looking sores all over her.
okay, important knowledge.
It is important knowledge, yeah.
I was debating asking to make a heal check to know this.
Is it possible to ask for the Cherkai or the demon for the area of the catfolk?
Yeah, you totally can. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to ask the ask for the demon aid to get the catfolk location, so we can go there and quickly kill the catfolk.
Sure. All right. Make some kind of social check.
And diplomacy is actually one of my good skills, oddly enough.
Fair enough.
A 21.
21.
Diplomacy.
All right, so you attract the attention of... I've used Nalfeshnes and Baelors too much. What other demons exist that are cool?
What about going
I don't even know.
with what about
How about a
going-
Marilith? I like Mariliths. Let's do a Marilith.
They're cool demons.
A Marilith comes out. The Marilith looks a little more simian than the average Marilith. Do you speak Abyssal?
Yes.
Okay, does Queblin speak Abyssal?
Oh no.
Okay, so Queblin here is gobbledygook, but Vivania hears as the Marilith points 3 of its hands at her. I'm going to roll a d8 for it. 1. It's going to use like the Torn Asunder rules. And I roll a 7. Do you have anything in your like boot slot?
Yes, I do.
What do you have?
Boots of elven kind.
I will give you the information in exchange for your boots, Drow.
Sure, as long as I get to eat and kill the catfolk, that is a worthy price.
Alright, your boots of Elvenkind are taken. Fortunately for you, I didn't roll 1 and it cost you like your headband. And the creature points 3 of its 6 arms north down the mountain. And then disappears.
I know where the catfolk is. Time to go after him. It is a good thing. It's a good thing we have a pair of clothing shoes on her.
That's fair.
Yeah. Playing tabletop games long enough, 2 things you always need to have on you: extra pair of pants and shoes.
I feel that. I feel that on a spiritual level.
So me and the Deep Gnome, we go after cat hunting.
Okay, so where do you guys want to move on the board?
So
Which way did he point?
Just straight north.
So we
Oh, so he pointed.
Kind of back the way Quedlin came, yeah.
So we go
So, like-
northward where the cat is. So
Okay, so you guys want to
would
move
that
here?
be north?
Okay, that's
So
fine.
north.
We're gonna
we move him
unless
where
you
he
guys. Yeah, I'm gonna move him. I was gonna say we're gonna mark just with Vivania, but it would fuck with line of sight. So okay, so you guys have used
Yeah.
your move. Donald has used 1 action. You guys have 5 more. The D20 rolls you can make.
Okay,
So how?
so
hard
I want to roll survival once I get up here.
Okay, sure.
So how hard is how hard are you exactly?
Me? How hurt? Let me double check in a bit after I roll my survival. And oh dear gods, why did I go all the way back up to the top? There we go. 22 survival to check for that. Let me open my character sheet, because I'm not as set up this time as I had been other times, because I forgot to.
That's fair.
Because at first I didn't realize I was going to be playing tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. How hurt am I? I am down... 86 points.
Okay, so I'm going to be using 5 of my first level spells. So
Okay, so you have where it's wonky, but for balance's sake, you Vivania can make 2 more actions, so you can cast them twice.
okay, so the kinesis, you're healed for 20 more hit points as I use infernal healing on you. So over a course of 2 minutes, you would be healed up.
By 20 already. So Vivania's out of actions. What's that survival check for?
Looking for tracks for the cat, because I didn't think he could fly forever.
You don't see cat tracks. You see
Okay.
bits of cashew. You see a lot of like through the lava, like bits of fur and his armor just sticking out.
So, is that 10 HP per cast or 20 HP per cast?
10 HP. It's 1 HP. It's fast healing 1 for 10 rounds. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, correct. It's fast heal 1 per a turn. So given a minute, 10 hit points healed in a minute. So you're healed by 20 hit points. So infernal healing and those celestial low healing spells are great.
Okay. Just wanting to make completely sure I know what's going on with me.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
I'm trying
That's
to
good.
save all of my high level spells that I will be needing them.
That is totally fair.
Okay.
Do you guys got anything else?
So let's see. I find no cat. I'll do just a general perception just to see if there's anything interesting.
Sure. All right. Oh, well, the natural one doesn't hurt you as bad as it could. You guys would see, like, from your south down the volcano and the trees, the Charcot and the demons are all kind of forming a semicircle behind you. Think like Fight Club. You get the feeling if you wanted to move back through them, you'd have to move them with some sort of magical means.
Oh, yep, that, okay, well, that's a good sign.
It's a good sign.
Actually. Alright, I can't think of anything else I care enough to, like, Queblin would want to do.
Sure. Alrighty. In that case, I'm gonna...
Okay. I realized there was a thing I forgot to do last couple of rounds.
Mm-hmm.
I'm super stealthy.
Yeah,
super
you
stealthy.
are. Gone with the wind.
Move and perception.
Okay. As you go to move north, before you leave the hex you're in, which was this hex, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so you several Charcaw and greater demons bar your passage, kind of like what happened with you and Cashew when they formed the Wall O Fight Club. They're doing that again. You think you could try to move past them, but to do so would require either some use of force or maybe talking them down or something.
Okay, so they think I'm in a battle right now?
It looks like they're getting ready for one to happen.
Okay. Well, let me do perception on this square then.
Okay. 19. So the Charcaw and the demons are forming up at, like, from the tokens 11 o'clock to, like, it's 4 o'clock, around that way. Which it leads you to believe that something is to the southwest of you.
Okay. Southwest of me.
Mm-hmm. And to move through any of those other squares, you'd have to, like, do something to get past the Charcaw.
So I can't leave, like, the square I'm in right now, right?
You could, but you would need to go either here, or, I don't know, you saw the tail end of the circle, here, or here.
Okay, and there's something southwest of me, so I'm gonna go southeast.
Okay, understood. Nothing happens. You need to go back in. You're already in the trees, so you're fine.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna do a perception.
Understood.
Oh, there we go. There's my 20s.
There's your 20s. All right. The Charcaw continue forming that line in such a way that you can figure, because you know they weren't in the square you just walked out of there, immediately to your left. And there's
okay.
3 actions and a move. I'm gonna grab them.
Yeah. Let me get out.
All right, guys. What you got for me?
So,
Okay.
so do we? So we know which way the cat folk went for, right? So
You actually
northward.
also you guys know that based on the Fight Club line of Charcaw, the catfolk is immediately to your east. Travel east. You guys are at a point where you need to be flying or moving through the tree line to not be walking in lava, but if you move through the tree line for an hour east, you'll come into contact with him.
Okay, so let go after the catfolk. Also, I'm going to cast stone skin on both of us.
All right. What's the
So-
duration of Stone Skin?
It lasts for two hours, so
Okay.
10 minutes per caster level.
Gotcha. Okay, so it resolves.
So both of us have DR total 120 ages animate for that duration until the DR is used up.
Understood.
Oh. I was hoping that would work nicely. But just to sneak up on him.
Just to sneak up on him. Alrighty, understood. Alright, so
Is there anything else?
is there anything else
Nope.
you guys want to do?
I mean, hey, if you don't mind, I'll take another low-level spot to heal up HP.
Vivania has one more action. She could do it.
Yep, I'm going to cast Infernal Healing Greater on you, so you're healed for 40 hit points.
Seems good.
Ooh, baby.
Ooh, baby. Alright,
Yep.
so as you guys move over, let's get both of you to make a perception check.
So, what, how much DR does Stone Skin give?
10 over 19.
A 10, and then it takes 10 off of each attack, and then it is absorbed up to maximum 120 before
It dissipates.
Yeah, it is a
Alright.
great spell to use.
It's real good. Alright, so let me grab Tim. We're going to the final fight, probably. You guys both see Godric. He had a stealth check. You blew it out the water. Alright, Tim, can you make a perception check for me? Real quick.
Sure.
Okay, so you see Vivania, I'm going to screw that up the whole tournament, but you don't see Queblin. So as we move to the combat, as these guys appear, Queblin will get a surprise round. Boom. So I'm going to put you guys there, and there, and there. We're going to take a...
Oh, God, no!
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh yes!
So, real quick, I'm
read-
gonna kill the turn order and we're gonna roll a final initiative. But before we do that, Queblin does get a surprise round, which means he has a move or standard action. He is... Oh, that's too far away. I can't see the board. Neither can the screen. This is what happens when I don't have two monitors because I'm recording at my girlfriend's house. It's just weird when she's not here and her cats are just looking at me funny, but I guess that's life.
Oh.
So he 110 feet away.
Okay, if I need
Probably a bit more than that, because I'm up in the air, as in up in the trees. Are you on the ground?
double check
You guys all three would be in the tree line at about the same height.
on my
Okay.
character sheet because I'm because range up to 120 feet.
Oh, good God.
So I will shoot an entangling extended range.
Already.
I think. I don't know why, but I'm gonna guess slashing sounds like the best.
Sure.
So all the things in the way. Okay, so on surprise.
On the surprise round, so that's a 33 against Godric's flat-footed.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, so this damage will be +4 because of elemental overflow stuff. Those 2 burn I took while walking along.
You redeem them now.
So that +4 damage.
34 damage.
Slashing.
Is that a magical hit?
It's not.
Yes.
It is?
Well, let me double check, but I am.
Because you're using a physical
85%.
blast, right?
Yeah, but like it's. It's not energy, but it is treated as magic for the purpose of bypassing damage reduction.
That is what I wanted to know.
Okay,
Okay.
gotcha.
So 30 damage. All right.
34.
4, because I have a thing that changes throughout the day that I didn't put into my macros.
Fun. Alrighty then, so I'm gonna die.
That's the spirit. Roll initiative, you three.
And make a reflex save.
After you make a reflex save. Because that neg to your dex, if you get entangled, will be relevant to the initiative.
I think I passed it.
You're fine.
Alright, let's get that initiative, guys. Alrighty, Vivania. The time has come.
I am going to cast a spell to Godric, so I'm going to be doing a ranged touch attack.
Okay.
That actually hits then.
Okay, I need you to make a fortitude save.
What are you casting, Donald?
Oh, I am casting.
What do you think he's casting? Disintegrate?
Yes.
Well, I passed it, so
Okay, so 15 damage.
You did it!
You almost beat the DC I had by a bit.
I almost didn't beat the DC.
Yeah, the DC was pretty high. So if you did roll lower than a 25, you
But
would have
didn't
failed.
you need like a 24 or 23 or something?
Yeah, it would be around that number for the DC.
Fair enough. You got a move or a swift action for us?
Yep, I am going to move into some cover. So, what is some cover in front of me?
I have not. This is normally the part in my in-person games where I'd grab my giant thing of D6 and
Okay,
throw the D6 at the board,
what-
and
so
those
what
D6s
did-
would be trees.
So, what looked like a tree in front of me?
I'll draw some stuff. I should have done this for Cashew and Queblin, or Cashew and Godric, but no one asked. We're just gonna make a bunch of yellow dots all over the place to indicate trees. Actually, I'm gonna say that for the sake of easiness, every square can provide cover if you want it to.
Okay, cool. So, we're going to move over.
Oh,
to-
could I have gotten cover from that?
You were flat-footed.
Oh, okay.
It's a matter of like you would have to duck or dive or dip or dodge.
Okay, so I'm going to move into cover to the north a bit there and turn over.
Sure. All right, Quedlin. Now's your
Okay.
chance. Attack Vivanya.
Not yet. That'll happen at some point. But, like, I revere Drow. I made a deal. Later. Okay, so you will hear a loud crack as sandstorm starts piling on me. And it's basically the same thing. But okay.
There's
This
two copyright
plus
claims.
2
Okay.
to hit, so a 37, does that meet your AC? Flat-footed.
Who, me?
Yes. 37 versus
yeah,
flat-footed.
that's going to hit flat-footed.
Okay. So 51 bludgeoning and
Damage.
piercing. 51 bludgeoning and piercing magic damage. Well, magical weapon damage.
Oh. All right. Yeah, Godric is apparently obliterated. I look away from the screen for 2 seconds, and I look back, and now there's not a cat there. So he kind of just discorporates the sand, like, I'm going to date myself here a little bit, but the sand, like the mummies into
I
him.
had 12 health, and he just did 51 points of damage. Yeah, I was obliterated.
Yeah, that'll do it. You
I thought you healed up
explode.
in the middle. I didn't realize how.
I thought you did.
I did. I only have 61 because of the stupid Constitution.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing. Godric's
Okay.
body falls into the lava, and rather than Godric getting eaten, he burns and the golems out. Well, no, there's nothing left. We're not going to do that. The Charga have nothing to eat because he just explodes as a free action. You take a 5-foot step. There's shuffling down. You're in the trees. There's no earth glide in the
Oh wait,
trees.
we're up.
Yeah.
We're up.
And to,
So
like,
I
be
will-
on the ground level is to be in the lava, which hurts. Also, Tim,
Actually,
thank you so
can
much
I
for coming out.
react-
Tim, thank you for playing. Tim, thank you for your support.
Yeah,
on
no
Patreon.
problem.
You're
And
the
it looks
man.
like this is going to be the final battle, too, because there it is right there.
It's the final battle. All right, what you got?
Okay. So can I free action? Let me check how it's phrased because I think I want a free action stop flying and like swan dive into the dirt.
Okay, there's no dirt. You can swan dive into the lava. It will hurt.
Yeah,
you.
remember I just fell into lava?
Volcanoes.
Yeah.
Right. That's depressing. All right.
I had to do something about that earth glide. This is it.
No, it's good. It worked out well. Like, can I 5-foot shuffle to cover in
Yeah,
some
that's fine.
flighty direction?
Yeah. Any direction's fine.
Okay. Honestly, how about I just say it's the same square, but I went for cover?
Sure, got it.
Just easier.
Alrighty,
Alright.
is that all you got?
Yeah.
All right, Donald. The alliance is
Okay.
over. Can both of you really quickly make fortitude saves for me?
Oh, sure.
Vivanya fails.
I think it's plus 22? Because I was more on the ball before. Oh, reflex is plus 22. Okay. This is only plus 21.
No, only. Yeah, okay, that 40 walks hard. You guys, as Godric dies, the volcano on the horizon you can't see through the canopy begins spewing out clouds of ash. It obscures all vision beyond 5 feet, and Vivanya is nauseated for the next... Oh, not F, I need D. For For the next 4 rounds, Vivania is nauseated, and it's her turn. You guys can see... actually, you know what? I'll tell you what you can see in just a second. Enable the advanced fog of war. Show the grid. Boom.
Oh.
Advanced fog of war. View distance 5 feet. Boom. And you too. Boom. And then we reset the board. Hide areas. Reset fog. You guys should only see 5 feet around you.
Let me. Yeah, that looks like what I'm seeing.
Fair enough. All right, what you got, Donald? You're nauseated, so you can only take a move action. I think.
Okay, so I can't really do much.
Let me be entirely sure.
Nauseated.
As Vivania starts throwing up a whole bunch, you're unable to attack, cast spells, concentrate, or do anything requiring attention, so you can take a single move action.
So would talking be considered a action I can't do?
Talking, you can talk. Yeah, that's no action. It's not going to sound pretty, but you
Okay.
can definitely talk. Drow stuff.
Quibblin, I don't think we're going to be getting out of here alive. Let's make our last stand together. So
Blast that purple bitch.
So how does Quibblin react to the
So-
making the last stand?
So, like, as far as Queblin understands, the current goal, we got to the point where the truce ends, and I am quite willing to fight to your death here.
Good wording.
But there is also the factor that Queblin cannot see you. Tremor Sense will not help Queblin. Oh, do I remember how far away was Vivania last I saw?
You know where she's at now. You know she's just a little bit north of you. You can hear her talking also.
Okay. Well, but about how far away was she before stuff happened? Like, where did she talk from?
You know,
Distance.
make a perception check. Okay, so you can determine her square, especially because like the storm just kicked off.
Okay. Can you ping her square?
I don't know if you'll see it, but right there.
So it's to the north of you, unless you haven't moved yet.
Okay, I didn't, like, directly north, how far away is my question?
So it would be about...
Move your marker up one more.
Get,
You almost had
I'm on
it.
the wrong.
Well, you can see where I draw, because I can see that right there.
Okay. Okay, 40 feet away,
Mhm.
and in that square.
Now, you don't have line of sight, so there'll be a 50% mischance.
Not if I just put a sandstorm on her.
Also true.
So gather power. So it can be, so you should be able to clearly hear where I am because I make a huge boom.
Well, you're a sphere from Upland.
God.
This is...
So you're like Chaozu, you're evil Chaozu.
And okay. So it is 1/4 of this number of damage automatically when I throw.
So no save?
No, because it's as far as I remember. I can double check. But like the reason instead of a save, it's just 1/4 of the damage that it should be. So 58 divided by 4.
Wait, so 50... So,
like
12? So 54 total damage?
No. 58 divided by 4.
Okay, I'm hurt pretty bad.
Is it going to be Queblin? Is Queblin going to be the next Gorilla King? Because there's a lot of people pulling for the kineticist. I know that.
Well, like, the total amount of damage is 14.
Donald Adams.
I'm alive still, but not looking that great.
Fair enough.
Okay, so now this will be more for Tommy. It was like about here, right?
Yeah, you hit right there, right there.
Oh, that's where, right. So, in traditional how I do this fashion, okay, that's the sandstorm. Moving through it will take half damage. Yeah, that's good.
All right, Vivania.
So the sand storm, it's so how big is the radius? How big is it?
So, you're standing there, you would have to pass through the wall once. That's this is in increments of 5 foot. It's probably should be bigger, but I don't know a whole lot for sure spacing.
Oh, okay. I was just asking for how far I need to move to get out of it. So I'm going to move.
Oh, I see what you mean. So you are in it. There is 1 5-foot space to your wall that in any direction that you'd have to walk through. So like if you went to the right like that, you'd only walk through the sandstorm once. But after you've gotten like 10 feet in total motion, you are out of the sandstorm.
Cool. So I'm going to move out of the sandstorm.
Okay, so yeah, that's fine.
So-
We can do that. Whoa. Okay, so
So-
before you hold on, Donald. Before you commit to the movement, you still don't have line of sight. So I'd like you, if you'd like to move there, that's fine. But first, make an acrobatics check because there's a chance you fall prone. It's like a DC 10. You're probably fine. Actually, do you add more than... No, you're good. You just barely squeaked in and literally can't fail anyway. So, there you go. You are able to make it through the sandstorm.
Okay, and then use
So-
the. So if I remember nauseate, I can only make one action.
Just
right?
the move action.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to reset the fog every turn.
So that's all.
And you also take damage from moving through the storm. Right, Gwendolyn?
Yep. Half of this. So 31.
Ouch.
I'm finally actually actively hurting people.
You did it. We took you all the way to the end of the tournament, but you're being aggressive. Also, it's your turn. Now you would need to find some other means of locating her, though, because the sandstorm isn't quiet. Neither is the sound of the volcano.
That's understandable.
Actually, hang on. Do you have tremor sense at all times?
Nope.
Okay,
I
got it.
have to activate it.
Okay, fair enough.
And we're up in trees, so I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, that's fair. That is correct.
But I still would have cover because I didn't have to peep out to throw the sandstorm there. That was
Yeah.
the place where I already knew she was.
Okay, gotcha.
And I'm done.
Okay, no actions.
I mean, I did a move, I did a standard.
But-
Unless she did another. Oh,
Yeah,
she
no,
moved out
yeah,
again.
she moved out. Now it's your turn.
Oh, wow. And I don't know which direction she moved.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see. I will standard action and take 1 burn to gain haste for 12 rounds. With celerity, the air thing that I just got at level 12.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have 50 foot of movement.
Okay.
So first space, second space.
All right.
Oh, do I need to change anything?
You do not. You might actually come into contact with a sandstorm. And if you want to move farther than that, you would need to make an acrobatics check to not fall over. Because you're like flying through trees and stuff.
Okay. Let me. Is it also like a DC 10?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have a plus 21.
Okay,
so.
got it. Yeah, you can't fail. Neither of you can fail.
So, but as I'm going up like this, I would be able to see my sandstorm, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't see my sandstorm anymore. The sandstorm is in the next square up above
Yeah.
me, right?
Yeah. You move one more square up, you can see it.
Okay. And let's see. I remember where she was, and she doesn't. 3, 4. Right, let's see. Can I see into the center of that right now where she was? Yeah, because she was at... Oh, I drew that really wrong because of how spacing would be.
Mhm.
Okay, that's fine. But that's where the center was, and she's not there. How many spaces have I moved? Like 5? I think. Alright, 6.
A single square, it is 10 feet to...
Oh.
The squares should
These are
be
10-foot squares?
the squares should be 5 feet. I realize it might have shortchanged some people's spells, but like really they were just closer. So like the only mechanical difference that would have happened would have been Godric was way closer when you shot him with the sandstorm stuff. So also now you can see Vivania.
Can I?
You should. Yeah.
Well,
Oh, no,
don't.
you can't. I lied.
Okay, because I was gonna... I'm just...
You guys are...
Actually, can I roll a perception to see if I hear her gagging?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, that is not at all... Okay, there we go.
Ooh. I'm gonna say you hear it generally from your left. Or your right, rather, excuse me.
Okay. Well, generally from my right, I have like a spacer... Okay, well, that's what I'm doing.
Now you can see her.
And then I will stop, because there's not much point in doing much else right now. And I don't have a standard, I can't do anything important with Swift or anything, so I'm good.
Alrighty. Vivania, throwing up. For 2 more rounds, what you got for us?
So being nauseated, moving back 5 feet, that's a free action.
That's not a free action. It uses your entire move action to not provoke. But
Okay.
Queblin doesn't have a weapon out, so unless he has like a quarterstaff or something that this whole time I've been unaware of.
Oh, no, nah. Queblin, the rocks are his friend. They are his weapon.
Does he have a rock in his hand? The rock is my friend! Beats the dude in the head until he's dead forever.
I did not cast Magic Rock earlier to do so,
Fair
so
enough.
no.
Okay, this is probably going to end my character life, but I'm going to risk this. I'm going to make a use
Alright, so
one
you-
item
you-
I have
Okay.
mask the skull and make a ranged touch attack.
But you can't because you're nauseated for 2 more rounds.
This is using a item. I'm not casting a
Correct.
spell.
So when you're nauseated, you are unable to attack, cast spells, concentrate on spells, or do anything else requiring attention. To use magic device would require attention. I might let you like drink a potion if you had one, or something like that, but it would require some kind of check.
Okay, so
You know, if you really wanted, you could plausibly diplomacy Queblin into waiting till tomorrow.
what about using magic device? Was that
No, like I said, you cannot. It requires concentration.
This duel is going to end here, so I'm going to. Let's see. I'm going to try to heal myself out and try to wait this out to get now the effects off of me.
Okay. So no action past turn?
Correct.
Alrighty, Queblin, what's up?
So what did he do?
He did nothing in past.
I
Okay.
healed. I healed.
How did you heal?
Potion.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Before that resolves, make me a we'll call it a concentration check to that's fine to just to see if Vivania can keep the potion down.
36.
You nail it. You're good. It's not easy or fun, but you pull it off.
Okay. So I took. Oh, I should put that on my character sheet. But anyway, I took a 3rd burn to get celerity, so I currently have +6 to damage. While you just drank, you're standing there right in front of me still.
Correct. Being on
Okay.
it sucks.
It sure does.
The 4 was the one that sucked.
Yeah, if it wasn't for 4, I would be casting spells in this fight quickly.
Yeah.
This would be a lot more interesting. But
You could wait 2
Okay.
more rounds. We could Star Wars Episode 1 this thing.
Nope. I'd rather see the fight end the way it's going to end.
Fair enough.
well, in proper fashion, move action, gather power.
Okay.
More sand makes me look real cool. I don't even have. Oh, yeah. I will spend 1 from my pool to empower this, and I will just shoot you in the face. This attack roll will have a +3 if it rolls. So a total of 35.
Okay, so that's just damage.
No, that's just
the
a hit.
Oh yeah, that's going to hit.
Okay, so now on this one, I spent 1 out of my burn. I don't remember what the thing cleave myself earlier, so I can spend it on other
You're cutting out real bad, man.
internal also what's the phrase? Empowered. So this should do lots and lots of damage. That +6 times 1.5. So give me a second to calculate it.
Boom.
Okay, so that damage straight out kills my character with a modifier added on top.
Oh, so like
There's no
55
modifier.
killed you?
Oh, I thought you said empowered on top of that.
Yeah, it's also empowered.
So that's close to 75 damage about.
So plus
So
+6 brings that to 55.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about 80.
yep, that is enough to kill my character straight out.
Does it put you way over dead?
Yep.
All right,
dead,
so
dead.
the same thing happens. Vivania just kind of explodes. It's probably a little bit of cognitive dissonance for Quedlin because he just killed a member of the race that he's served for so long.
Yeah, although in his defense, for serving a drow, he has probably been forced to kill drow in weird drow politics.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that definitely sounds very Underdarky. All right, so in a flash of light, Quedlin is returned to the arena. Quedlin is surrounded by several Charaka as well as a gigantic totem that looks like vaguely like a giant ape that resonates with unholy power. Does Quedlin want to try to resist?
Let's see. Okay, if things had happened that like level ups had happened enough that I could have got my charisma to 5, Dublin would have started making decisions for himself. But I'm still at... Like I had like planned at what point of charisma I wanted to like make him act in his own self-interest for his own desires, but he is still under my threshold, and he was told to try to win this. And as far as he understands, this is the final part of winning. So this is still within his orders.
Alrighty, and so it is. You are forced to your knees, and mechanically they coup de grace you until you are dead. It doesn't feel good. The Charaka, they go back to beating and screaming, and several humanoids are brought out onto the sand and killed as your body is reformed about the size of cashew, really. Just a gigantic simian form, resplendent in red and black robes. All of Queblin's, less jolly, yes, that's very relevant. Queblin's desire to serve the drow and follow orders and everything in between has been replaced solely with the desire, I guess not replaced so much as transplanted, with the desire to serve the Gorilla King, or you're the Gorilla King, to serve the Demon Lord Angazan. And so it was that Queblin Gimmon, who probably when he makes monkey noises is a little high-pitched and his skin is gray and there's some hair missing, becomes our next Gorilla King. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry again that I lost some of the stuff. I'm the worst people. As always, be sure to like and subscribe. We'll probably do this again at some point, especially in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, because tournaments are fun. Sweet builds are sweet. I didn't think it'd be a kineticist that got all the way through, but I'm not surprised, I guess. Anywho, we're out of here. Be sure to like and subscribe. Say bye, guys.
All hail Queblin! That was super
all hail
cool,
Queblin.
and I would totally love to play with any of you again.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Oh,
all
great.
15 of you, beautiful people. We'll do one-shots a lot in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, and, like, I'm pinging you guys. Of course, patrons have first priority. Looking at you, Tim. Also, Kane. But...
Yeah, but Tommy pays me, though.
Yeah, but you let me have a life and a relationship and not just edit videos until I die horribly. Anyway, I'm starting to get personal. I'm hitting the stop button!